Hello and welcome everybody to another live stream here live from Prime Social. We're playing 1-3 No Limit Holdem tonight. Got about another minute before we can start viewing the live action. We are on a 30-minute delay. A couple of quick shout-outs. Tanner Banner, M Stop No Texas, John Belmontes, and Stax Armstrong. Thank you guys for that follow. For those follows, we really appreciate it. We hope you enjoy the action tonight. Dirty John says, "Oh, I'm coming. He's stuck at the car shop." So maybe we'll get him in some action today, too. Always good when Dirty John's here. He loves to push the action. Lineup today. Well, I guess I'll go over that whenever we get to the table here. We got another 30 seconds. Once again, thanks everybody for stopping in and enjoying the night with us. Hammer, what's up, man? Jimmy Chips is in the house. Some of you may know me by a different name. Unhealthy Kale. If not, that's okay. Jimmy Chips is just fine. Thank you. All right, here we go. Now this is, be reminded, this is on a 30-minute delay. So what we're seeing right now is when the players are just getting started. They've already started. They've been playing for 30 minutes, but right now we're just watching the kickoff of this live stream, 1-3, No Limit Holdem. Anybody can play. Anybody can play. Just come, put your name on the list, or call Serena. Information is on Poker Atlas. Hammer, Unhealthy K-L. K-E-L. I think he's got a speech impediment or something. For some reason, he can't say kale. We'll get more on that later. Looks like we're shuffling up and dealing right now. A little pre-tip from Noah, it looks like. All right, so the lineup in the 1 seat through the 9, we've got Jeff, Rohit, Noah S, Awan, Chad, Joe, Andrew, Sean, and another Joe. Got Joe H and Joe K at the table. And the action is starting, as it looks like Tanner is dealing the first hand now. For those that don't know, we do have a summer series starting. I want to say between end of May, start of June. Don't quote me on those dates. We're still getting all the finer details done. So far, folds all the way around to Chad Pete, who's going to call $3 with Queen 6 of diamonds. Ramrod, not at the table apparently. Oh, he sold. And Sean with 2 jack on the first hand. Going to 3-bet to 20. All the way back around to Chad, who is going to call. Oh, no, he folds. He folds. Schedule will be released this week for our summer series. It's the Prime Social Summer Series. Come out with us. Don't come in your bathing seats, though. We do not have a pool. I am talking to management about getting a pool installed. Imagine that, poker while swimming. We'll just need some waterproof cards, that's all. First hand, a little uneventful, but that's just the way poker goes. 2 jacks, 3 bets, takes it down. Raise and take it. And it looks like the 1 seat is going to buy the button. He's going to post the small and the big blind so he can get in this hand. All right, Noah's going to limp in $3 with pocket threes. Folds around to Sean with 7-4 of hearts is going to call. And 9-4 off from Jeff. 3 ways to the flop. Two deuces and a king. With 2 hearts hitting the flop. A lot of outs for 7-4. Nothing on the turn. Noah still ahead with his pocket threes. I'm not sure how confident he is in those threes, though. Ooh, a bet from the threes and a raise with 7-4 of hearts is going to take it down. A flush draw is enough. Noah must put him on a bigger pair than his threes, which when you have a pair of threes, it's kind of hard not to. Once again, I want to thank everybody for stopping in tonight to check out this 1-3 No Limit Holdem action. Anyone can play in these live stream games. If you're interested, you can either put your name on the list up here at the club or you can call Serena. She is our live stream manager. Her information is on Poker Atlas. Go ahead and check that out. But we still have an open seat right now. Chad likes his King 9. Joe likes his King 7 of hearts. The other Joe with 4-2 of hearts. There could be some fireworks there. A couple hearts hit the flop. I know when I'm playing and I have 2 low suited cards and my suit comes, I always think I'm good for some reason. Everyone bricks the flop. 2 10s and a 3. Got a flush draw for Rohit, who checks. Checking all the way around. And there's the King of Diamonds. That hits 2 players with top pair now. Rohit has made his flush. If I saw that right, I believe it's the King of Diamonds. All right. Oh, Jeff has a 10. I did not notice that. He is in a little bit of trouble. He needs the board to pair. A 9, no help for Jeff's 3 10s. The flush is going to win it. As long as Rohit doesn't fold, he has this pot. Check from Rohit to induce a bet out of Jeff. It works. And he 2 bets all in with his 9 high flush. Will Jeff be able to get away from it? He does. Rohit wins the pot. Kind of a scary board to do that on. If I have a flush with a pair board, I am always scared. I'm never raising, but I will check or call as long as the bet isn't too crazy. I'm just super nitty when I play, I guess. I always think that someone has the better hand than I do. If I've got 2 kings and an ace comes, they automatically got an ace. I fold. That's what makes me a bad player, I think. Oh, shoot. Maybe it saves me money in the long run. Who knows? We are running on 2 platforms right now. We are on YouTube Live, and we're on Twitch right now. Either one of those platforms will work out. We are working on, is it YouTube or Facebook? Oh, Facebook. I'm sorry. Facebook and Twitch. Let's see if they do a bomb pot here. Don't be so hard on myself. Thanks, Hammer. I shouldn't, though. I don't know why I do that. It's just a thing. I guess I'm super nit. I don't want to lose any money. I get too scared to call. I'm not that bad at poker. I guess if you play mixed games, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but if you play mixed games, you have to have a better understanding than most, right? Draw poker is a thing of the past, but making a small comeback. Kim Hua, let's get it. Terrible at spelling kale. No, technically it's not kale. If you say it right, you'll say kale. Kale, like K-L, but not super hard on the pronouncing. Also, I'm not a vegetable. Here we go. I guess they didn't do a pom pot. Did I miss that? 10-6-6 on the flop. King, Jack of clubs. The aces are in the lead. Ace Queen is out in front. $41 bet and take it. The chip count, Joe has 329 bigs all the way down to, oh crap, I missed it. Looks like 102 bigs from Rohit. And that just plays on what I was saying earlier. Anybody can play. You don't need to have $1 million to play in this game. All you need is $100, and you can buy up to 1,000 if you're feeling lucky. Joe calls with a suited king 5. Sean with a suited king 10. Another king, Jeff O with king queen off. Both Joes in the hand. 6-3 of diamonds from Joe K. Everyone has suited cards this hand. Holy crap. Everyone but Jeff. Rohit with ace 8 of spades. King 9 of diamonds. All the kings are out. Well, this could be an action hand here. Let's see what kind of flop we get. It looks like Jeff O raised with his king queen off. Little does he know.
How we doing, everybody? Producer Josh in here for a second. Say hello.
Hey, Producer Josh. What if I'm not a famous celebrity? Can you play? We, in fact, encourage people who aren't famous to play. Those are the best players.
Absolutely.
But if you are famous, which Hammer is famous, you'll definitely get a lot of attention. Maybe.
So, Jimmy, if just
you're
an average Joe off the street wanted to come and play right now in this game, what advice would you give them to get into the game?
Well, I would just say come in and get it in. I came in here the other day, bought one black chip, went all in 3 times. I don't know how I pulled it off, but I ended up winning 2 out of the 3.
Wow.
Yes.
Just all in the dark.
All in the dark, yeah. I just wanted to gamble. And unfortunately for everyone else, it just worked out in my favor. Wasn't planning on that to happen. But and you know what? The last one I went all in blind on, I turned over aces.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, everyone was like, whoa.
So were you able to hold on to that money or put it to good use? Or?
Well, the next day I came back and it was a thing of the past. 4 diamonds on the turn here. Ace high in the lead. Oh, no, a pair of 8s. A pair of 8s, top pair.
Ace 8 of spades he has.
Ace
you know what?
spades.
That is my absolute most favorite hand in the entire deck.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Well,
it
it
is.
is.
Sure
It's a named hand. They call it the dead man's hand.
It is the dead man's hand.
I get 2 kibits. Hammer, you got to cheer the bits in order for us to give them. 2 is not enough.
Yeah. You
Cheer
gotta
50 bits.
You gotta get on there, get on Twitch, buy some biddies. There's just a little button that says "Get Bits." Get bits.
You only have to spend $1.
$1.
That's
it. $1 whole.
Not a good hand.
Well, it looks like it's probably going to take this pot down
From
here. The one hand I get to come in and commentate on, my favorite hand, looks like it's going to win.
Yes, I would not call with just a king high on that board. Especially with no redraws. Bet and take it. Have a shirt that says poker. A pair of balls beats anything. And that is true.
Yeah, in most cases. All right, everybody.
I cheer Kibitz.
I was in here for one hand, and we have a very special guest commentator.
A new follower.
I'm going to turn the mic over to him. It is the unsung hero. Here he is.
You see what he did there? Connolly G, thanks for the follow. We appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the stream tonight. We're playing 1-3 No Limit Holdem. We just started. Well, they've been playing for 30 minutes. We're on a 30-minute delay, but we just started here commentating on it. So I'm starting to think whoever the Justin Hammer is a little bit autistic. I'm not sure what I-bits means. I cheer Kibitz, and then he says I-bits.
Hello.
There
What's
he
up?
is.
What's up?
Sung, welcome to
What's
the
up, Jimmy?
commentary.
How you doing?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm alright. I just visited, like, doing some stuff in Austin. Just drove back and heard the game is going.
Awesome.
So
For those of you who don't
Ran
know
it up to
Sung,
here.
he is a professional poker player.
I wish. Justin Hammer says, I cheer for Sung. I cheer for Justin Hammer, too.
I cheer for Sung. Location. Gamble on 13. We are in Houston, Texas. We are the best social club in Texas right now. Prime Social.
Then I can see both. Yeah.
Perfect.
Alright, now I can see the screen.
Hammer's going to
Three
give you
bits.
3 bits. Built.
Okay.
Splits. Jesus.
Alright.
Super
We'll
autistic.
take it.
And that ends the hand there. We missed a couple of hands. Chip count here on the screen. Very quickly, Joe's up front with 327 big
We got a
blinds.
full table today.
Full table.
See.
Full table. And as we were saying, anyone can come in and play.
Oh,
All you got to
sure.
do is walk in, tell them you want to play the live stream, and we're going to get you a seat.
Yeah, you can always text to Serena or email to her.
That's right.
Get a seat for your own.
That's right. Her information is on Poker Atlas for those who don't know. And for those just tuning in, welcome. Playing 1-3 No Limit Holdem. Easy game.
Easy
Easiest
game.
way to make a hard
Most
living.
action game.
And it looks like our graphics are a little bit behind here. Just with this hand, I'm assuming. Cheers to the husband, Joe. Lucy 6417, thanks. Good luck to Joe. Houston, no poker when you were here last.
There was always poker here, I assume.
When was
but
the last time you were here, Gamble? Let us know. We just ended our signature series.
Yep.
You must have been here for that, or maybe
Biggest tournament in Texas history.
biggest tournament in Texas history, biggest prize pool, over 1 million in the prize pool, and we're gonna do it again this summer.
I assume it was a probably biggest entry too. I'm not sure, but we're probably close.
1100. That
pretty
was a big
close.
buy-in.
Yeah.
You're right. I definitely don't have that much confidence in my skills to post up 11. I'd put 500 on it.
We'll let Justin Hammer to answer it. He's gonna do some trivia. Oh, we have an ace-5, flop to a pair. Unfortunately, Joe didn't hit anything, so I think Sean. Oh, Sean is trying to trap and just
Oh my
keep
God!
getting
He
better.
turns a boat. No outs for the King Jack.
Now just
Did Joe lead out? Wow, bet $30.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
This is 30.
ooh,
The 6, I
So-
don't think is gonna scare him too much.
probably. Joe knows that he can't win. Oh, he's going for it.
He has to bet to win. If he checks, he's giving up. Little does he know, even a bet is probably not going to do it here.
Sean is thinking, but we all know Sean is never gonna fold.
Yeah, not many ranges does Joe have a 6 in here.
And he's trying to raise, get some value, and just snap folded.
Shows the ace, and that's good enough.
Good enough. Joe had nothing. He has to play the board.
2018, 2.5 years ago. Well, we actually opened up in 2018. We first opened our doors in January of 2018. So maybe the word wasn't out there yet, Gamble, but we are here 3 years strong. Next time you're in poker, come to Prime Social, ask for me. I'm James. We'll get you taken care of, Joe. Or
Yep.
Gamble.
I remember when they first opened, they had a huge tournament going with the was probably one of the biggest too.
At the
at
time
that
it was.
time.
At the time it was. I think it was 100K guaranteed.
No, that
No?
was after. The first one I remember was 40K guarantee.
40K.
And a 10K guarantee for first.
Okay.
I remember because
A new follower.
Son, next job.
sorry.
That's a good memory to have, dude.
Yeah, I had to remember that exactly. I was in
What hand did you have when you won it?
7, 8, 9. I was at sit 7.
C7.
Well, actually, like we're down to heads up. I had a 70.
Gamble
Close
on.
to 80%
You're
of
very
chips.
welcome, my friend. Thank you for the follow, and I'll see you when you get here.
And I had a chip advantage, and that guy asked me to chop, so I was offering him to take some money and keep like most of the price. But I think I ended up winning 85 or 8,800
Nice.
from the 10K. So
Nice. No small amount.
and I didn't have to risk anything.
Hammer says he's famous to me. Well, if you're on our live stream and you weren't famous, now you're famous. So all these 9 players sitting at our table are now famous and are well known throughout Houston.
Oh, are they doing like 7 disc game today?
No, I don't think they are. We haven't brought it up to them yet. Maybe they'll want to do
Looking
that.
at 7 disc, just raise it
Wow.
to 2225. So that's
Holy moly! And this is all on the flop. He only has a pair of 7s, and it might work because Joe is just open-ended without a club.
true.
Wow.
Bojo is not folding.
Wow.
And they both are pretty deep here.
Yes. Action hand.
Ooh.
Turn brings a 7, but also completes the flush.
It is shut down Joe. Now Joe literally cannot win.
Well, Joe, one of the Joes is going to win this hand.
True. There's 2 Joes.
Joe K has few outs. It looks like he's a 10% favorite to win. Joe K, the big favorite here with 3 7s and a club.
And Joe just shipped it into Joe. And
Oh
Joe
my
is
gosh.
having a hard time.
Oh my gosh. You got to put him on a flush there. Turns over the 7 deuce. But it is good.
Oh, they are playing 7 disc game. I see. the
Wow.
chips are
Okay,
flying.
they are. What is it? It's a $10 win, I think.
$10 win. Still winning.
Well, I tell you what, betting $225 to win 90 from the table that's kind of ballsy there.
Yeah, but he actually ahead of S10.
What time will they start doing autographs? Well, Hammer, come on up here, and I will see if I can talk them into it. It's going to take me, though, because I don't know if you're famous enough.
Jimmy Chip will give you the autographs.
I'll sign whatever you want. It will be worth money in about 10 years. You thought we only allowed one Joe at the table at a time?
Apparently not. Not when Joe has a 7 disc, Justin. We're playing different game. All right, we have a $6 straddle. And we have a. Oh, maybe he's not playing 7 years. That's why he just folded. I see like, not everyone. There are only players that who want to play 7 years are attending it right now. So, we have Sean up in 25 with King Queen offsuit, and Joe is this winner Joe from last hand. And we are seeing some low flop here, 374 rainbow.
Have any of the commentators won a 7 deuce game? I have not. Every time I try to bluff a 7 deuce, I get busted.
Well, I got offered deuce 3 game yesterday, and sit down. In 1 hour, I lost 3,000. That was a pretty fun day.
Clive Hen says, hi, everyone.
Hi,
Clive, how
Clive.
you doing? Welcome into the stream. Playing 1-3 No Limit.
Hi, Clive says, is the game kept buy-in? I believe it's a 1,000 cap for this game, but you can match buy 'em for 5-10 game.
That's correct. 1,000 is the max at a 1-3 table here at Prime.
But you can buy unlimited tip chips to put it on the table. I think that's 100% allowed.
Well, we have to take care of our dealers. They're the ones putting out the cards that we're raking in the money with, so tipping them is greatly encouraged.
True story.
So it looks like King 8 is in the lead here. Joe and Jeff both have a gut shot to the nut straight. Nobody suited.
There is a flush draw out there.
There is a flush draw.
Joe call with the gut shot and hit the 4 on the river.
Bricks both players.
Breaks both player, but Sean already has it.
Shows an 8.
Took it down easy.
Yeah.
How do we tip the commentators? That's a very good question. You can tip me with Dogecoin. I'll accept it.
Dogecoin. I don't know. Those meme coins, I don't know about those. But this is not financial advice. And Hammer, you know what? I've got Cash App. I have got some Cash App.
My Dogecoin Dodge wallet address, I have to text you. I can't make it public. I may get too much money. Don't want to get chased by IRS. Sorry about that.
Is it Kale is good for you? That is actually the address to my evil twin. His name is Healthy Kale. Who's
Clive
ready for a poker
wants
trivia
more
question?
Trivia question.
Fire away, Clive. Fire away. I'll see. Well, you can test our knowledge right here.
And we have a Justin Hammer waiting for that question for sure. And we're seeing 4 ways here.
Wow, action right
Noah
now.
raised $10. Everybody had a suited 3 gappers, gapper, connector, and
So far, a pair of
Actually, I
fives is in the
Joe
lead.
with the pair. But Noah has enough flush draw with the gut shot and a 2 overs.
Yeah, I don't see Noah going anywhere in this hand.
Noah will never fold it here.
It looks like he let out as a little blocker bet.
Well, he's also the initial raiser, so he's definitely need to bet here most of the time.
Yeah.
And Joe is not folding his pair. And
As we saw earlier, he's willing to bet with 7 deuce off.
true.
If you want action, come on over here to Prime Social.
And we have a roll heat on a big blind, thinking with his gut shot.
All right, so Clive says, what event that first place was shared in the WSOP event? What event that first place was shared in the WSOP event? Wow. That is a legit hard trivia question. I have no idea. I didn't know you could share first place with someone. How is that possible? Because one person has to go out of the tournament for there to be a first place. Unless they just, you know what, they just say to each other, yeah, we're tired of this. We've been playing for 4 days. Just give us the money. Clive, what's the answer? We do not know.
I have no clue.
We do not know. 6-5 bets 100.
We'll
and
let
takes the
Justin
pot
and
down.
Clive just asking question, answering question.
Oh, Hammer says partners tournament. That sounds right.
Tag team tournament, right?
That sounds right. Man, that was so simple. How did we not get that? That's a new event, I think, right? They only started running it, what, 2 years ago?
I believe so. I only played it WSOP once in my life. I don't know much about it.
I've played once also. I went to Vegas once in 2019, and I went back in 2018 and 2019. Didn't do so good the second time around. Hammer got it right. Partners tournament. Great trivia question, Clive. Great trivia question. You know what? Let me see if I can figure something out here. What time does the stream stop from Rudy Strago? We're going to go until midnight on the commentary. If the game is still going, we will still be streaming it.
But
There will be
not
no commentary.
Action tracker and a commentator.
Right, so you'll just have to
watch
kind of
them
guess
playing it.
what they have. Second question from Clive. Go ahead, Clive.
Listen, Jeff has 75% VP. That's pretty high.
Clive's on Facebook. Clive, I was going to try to gift you a sub, but I think you have to be on Twitch to get a gift sub. I don't know how Facebook works if they show ads on that, but a sub will erase the ads, and when we do get our emote slots filled in, you will have 5 of the coolest poker emotes on Twitch. Second question, what is the smallest number of people for a final in the main event?
Oh, we're going to have a big action here.
For a final table. Oh my. Chad with aces, Ramrod with queens. Those two hands are going to go at it if the flop comes low.
I think the action tracker is something wrong. So I see that's a C7 has pocket cards with it. C8 has no cards. So Chad going for 4-bet here.
Chad with a 4-bet with aces.
And I'm sure that's
I don't see Ramrod getting away from
Andrew.
this. Yes.
he's holding the pocket queens. He actually might fold here. You probably don't want to fold. But Andrew's
Yeah, he's got to be having a tough decision right now.
very type player, so we might see fold here, in my opinion. And he did.
Wow, great fold from
Fold.
Andrew there.
And I think Chad just showed what he has.
Yeah, that's nice of him. I would have left him in the dark, so next time he's just like, gotta call.
Yeah.
So back to the question, what is the smallest number of people for a final table in the main event, says Clive. Hammer responds with 2. That makes sense to me, 2. 2 or maybe 6 if you're doing a 6 max.
Well, it's gotta be 2, right? Because I remember yesterday Clive made asked question there will be final table. Third place got more money than second place. Literally, he said that third place Dole got his money back and gave up for the next day. So maybe those two play the heads up next day, which is going to be the final table.
Makes sense.
Just based on he asked his question from last night. If I'm correct, I don't know. Does Chad have aces again?
I think we're.
Oh, okay. They're
Those can't
probably
be the
from
right graphics.
last.
Those can't be the right graphics there. For some reason, those two are still on the screen.
Okay, the action trick.
I'm going to take a step outside and let producer Josh know.
Oh, he said the start of the final table.
We're stumped, Clyde. Give us the answer.
All right, so it sounds like I was wrong. Said it was a 6. Scotty knocked out 3 players before the final table. What about 6 max final table? Don't they always have a 6 final table? Oh, main event. Okay, my bad. Tricky question.
Second, I aren't as smart as you seasoned pros out there. I've only been in poker. Well, I've been in poker for 8 years,
Oh, we have
but
Alex optional on the chat. What's
optional
up,
in the
Alex?
house. Final table is always 9. So 9 is the min max, is what you're saying, Clive?
And then she said one final table. Scotty knew when knock out 3 people before the final table, so they started 6-handed for the main event final table.
Oh, wow.
One event.
Oh, on the last hand where they were combining? Yeah. Snug. Alex is so happy. Way better than Justin. Not
Depends
exactly
on
where you're going there.
Which one is better?
Chad with a gut shot here. Joe with a pair of 5s and Joe K with a better pair of 5s.
But they're both playing the board. The ace kicker.
They are playing the ace kicker.
So Joe is free rolling with 7 here.
And this is going to be a
First
split pot
aggression.
as
We'll
long
win
as
the
no one
pot.
folds. And it goes check, check, and they split the pot. Sung, not snug. Yes, I will mispronounce chat a couple of times. Forgive me. Spelling is not my strong point. So I'm a little dyslexic.
Here I'm with
Who's with
Jimmy.
snug? I mean sung.
I'm with Jimmy, who is a floor at Prime Social.
That's right, better known as Jimmy Chips.
Jimmy Chips.
That's me. Alex,
That-
you might know me as Unhealthy Kale, though. What's up, my
Unhealthy
dude?
Kale.
Welcome to the stream. Glad you could stop by. For those of you just joining us, we're playing 1-3 No Limit Holdem, a game anybody can play.
Yes, and also we have Alex Optional, Twitch streamer, on the chat.
Shout out to Alex Optional. If you want to check his stream out, he likes to stream tournaments also.
True story.
Kyle, oh my God, I'm about to pop. I am gonna pop.
You guys can watch us here at live streaming Cash Game. If you want to see any online, you can also watch Alex Optional. It's always on Twitch. And we have action here. Sean open $18 ace for suited. Joe flat with pocket 3s. And Remrod with ace 7.
Flops an open-ended draw with A7. Clive, keep firing away those trivia questions. We'll try to get to all of them. Hopefully, I will know the answer to at least one of them. You know what? Let's start a poll. Will Jimmy Chips answer one of Clive's questions right? Prediction started. Let's see. Will trivia. Let's see what the chat thinks here. Oh my god, I told you spelling wasn't my strong point. Yes.
Sean C-Bet, $25. Remrod Call, and Sean pick up better equity.
All right,
With the
prediction
best
started. Will Jimmy Chips answer a question correctly before the end of the stream? Clive says, which player is largely responsible for us turning over our cards in an all-in situation? Did you hear me? Yes, Alex, I did. I was lurking in the stream. I don't really chat much when I'm watching Twitch. I like to lurk, and I do emote only. I have a bunch of emotes. Which player is largely responsible? Let's see. Which player is... You know what? I'm going to say it's Farha. Because that dude, I've met the guy. Great poker player, but he does like to angle sometimes. He said good. First warning, Alex. First warning. Just kidding, dude. What's your answer to Clive's question? I said Sammy Farha. What's the other guy?
me.
Who's the other big angler? I think he was on Poker After Dark one time, and they had to get a decision from the floor in that show. I can't remember who the guy was.
Phil Helmuth?
Not Farha. No. I want to say. I don't think it was Bill. No. All right, I'm stumped. I won't get this one right. Clive, what is it? Not Farha. That's a tough question. You have to, man. Clive, you must be. What trivia show were you on? You must be like a poker guru. I'm a mod. You can't touch me. Oh, Alex.
Oh, it's a win.
Alex.
So he's talking about the Master Min win.
Oh, Min the Master.
Min
I
the
could
Master.
see him doing some angly stuff.
I mean, yeah, he was kind of happening.
You were just thinking of Sam Grizzle, RIP. I might have been. You used to run a trivia show. Clive, that's pretty cool. I go to bar trivia sometimes. But, you know, the range of questions is a little bit broader.
Yep.
Yep, because he had horses. What do you mean? Oh, horses? Oh, I got you. So they would muck the hand when he was better at the same table. I got you. Oh, that's sneaky. That is sneaky. We're pre-flopping this hand. 9 deuce limps in. 8-6 raises to 20. Fold around to Sean, who also folds. 9 deuce. You know, I saw a guy in the tournament the other day play 9 deuce of spades and cracked aces. He went on to win the whole tournament. He could not make a wrong decision after that. 9 deuce decides to call and flops 3 9s.
Just like that.
What
That's how
the
you
heck?
crack aces.
Is there some action here at Prime Social or what? Can I please take away the kibits you gave? What is a kibit? IDK what a kibit is. Unkibits. All the money spent on Doge. Which casino had an octagonal chip? Dang, that must be an old school chip. I've never seen an octagonal chip. They've all been round.
I hate that one.
Dennis Jr., we can't wait to see you, bud. We got a seat open for you whenever you get here. You know what? The membership fee will be on me, Dennis, if you get here tonight.
That sounds pretty good deal.
It's a great deal. I collect chips. Let's see what everyone thinks in the chat about me answering one of these questions correctly. 100% of one people say no. Well, those are good odds there.
Yep.
All right.
100% is always
He's
good.
laying. He's got the under. Everyone else has the field by saying yes. Who knows? Yeah, I know some weird trivia stuff. I might get one right. Great poll. The answer is no. No one thinks. No one person will think. The Stop Casino is what Hammer says. The Stops Casino had octagular chips. Octangular. Well, that's a word right there. That is a word. Alex says accurate. Can anybody verify that? Clive, what is the answer?
Just show us a picture.
Yeah, and if you have a picture of the chip, that would be great. That would be pretty cool.
Yep. Well, he said he collect chips, so he probably has one.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see for sure.
Yeah. We're pre-flop with Jack 6 of clubs, King Queen of diamonds. A raise to 90 and a call. Sean in the 9 seat with Jack 6 of clubs. Flops a pair of sixes.
Just out flop it.
Just out flop. Jeff has a backdoor diamond draw and a pair draw.
And a straight draw.
Clive says the answer is the Luxor. Hammer, first warning. First warning.
Oh, we're seeing big bad.
All right. Clive
called
says
off.
Luxor.
And Jeff improved here, but also Sean.
Yeah, he
getting
picked up
hurt as
a
well.
gut shot, but bricked.
We'll see 4 spade on the board. It will scare both players.
It will. Maybe Jeff can win this one if he bets
so
out.
someone actually trying to bluff, it'll work a lot of times.
Wow. Puts out 100 over there. Let's see if we can get the bluff rebluff. Those are always fun. Agree to disagree. The Stop Casino is at the intersection with no traffic lights? Is that a joke? That's a bad dad joke.
And Sean just bluffed with the best hand.
Bluffing with the best hand. Is that really a bluff? He probably
He doesn't
thought he
know.
was bluffing. He
Right.
thought he was bluffing. He's thinking to
thought it was
himself,
bluffing.
yes, I just pulled
Yeah.
that monster bluff off and won this huge $180 pot.
Question is, if he's snap calling, can he muck it?
Probably not. If I get snap called, the least I'm going to do is turn over my cards and be like, oops. Now what do you got?
And they give me the bad news then. They'll give me a bad news for sure at that time.
If you're watching the stream and you've never been to Prime Social, type 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat if you're watching us play and have never been to Prime. Hammer says Luxor had triangle chips. That's hard to believe. That just does not seem practical. I'm going to call shenanigans on that, Justin Hammer. Send me a picture or it is not true. They call them tortilla. Also, do not know. Dennis 1, Gamble 1, Buzz Lightyear 1, Alex Optional. Added them all together and said 3.
Good math, Alex.
All right, Dennis, Gamble, and Buzz Lightyear. Just when you get to Prime Social, mention Jimmy Chips, and we'll get your membership fee waived.
Sounds like a good deal.
Whenever you guys can, come on in here and start playing poker at the best club in Houston.
We are seeing multi-way flop and a turn, free river, and nobody want to show the hand here probably.
I think a bet might win.
Everybody's hesitating.
King, Queen, and King, Jack looks like they're going to split it.
Yep.
Thanks in advance. Dennis, you're very welcome, my friend. I'm not sure what to do about Alex Optional, though. 3 was not an option, but I guess he hasn't been here or played 3 times.
Well, he's always optional, so.
Didn't get your membership fee. I don't think this is the right place for what you're asking for, Alex. Membership wax. Sounds freaky. Which WSOP main event winner was also a state chess champion? I'm gonna say Stu Unger. Or was that with Jin Rummy?
It's not me.
It's definitely not me. I can play chess, and I might beat you the first time, but after that, I probably won't win again. I'm pretty predictable. Buzz Lightyear says he's 7 hours away. That's just a day's drive. Just a day's drive, that's it.
I just drove 6 hours from Austin, like go back and forth, and trying to be your booth.
Stu
I
did
did
not
it,
play
so
chess.
you can do it.
Stu did not play chess. Who else could it be then? I want to say it's an old guy. Probably an old guy. What do you think? What do you think, son?
I don't know all poker players.
A lot of poker players back in the day not only played poker, but they played chess and backgammon as well as gin rummy.
Sounds interesting.
Nowadays, the kids just want to, instant satisfaction. Let's just get to poker and make all the money right now.
That's what I noticed.
He says you're hot. We're getting closer. It is an old guy. Would have guessed it.
That is true. WinStar is still shut down. Yep, we have a lot of players from WinStar actually during the series.
Mm-hmm.
So
A lot
if
of players
you
from
come down here
Oklahoma,
to play, Mike gonna play with the same players.
Got a hand developing here. A1 opens up with ace jack off. Joe wakes up with 2 red aces. He's gonna 3-bet 60 bucks.
You want probably call 3-bet to try to hit some flop.
He
the
is
other-
out of position. That's the
Joe.
only thing here.
Yeah, Joe here 10-8 suited is facing 3-bet. What I've seen,
He's been
likes
gambling.
to call him.
He's been
He
gambling.
like to see the flop, so I think he's not folding here. And I'm like 200% sure Eon is not folding here. Which I was wrong. I think like Joe's scary. Oh, it was like
Yeah, after Joe
versus
calls,
Joe.
A1 probably doesn't like his hand as much. So we got 2 diamonds versus 2 aces. Ace is still up top. It's probably just going to be a bet and a fold here.
Yeah, I think
Clive
Joe
says
wants
his
to play
hairline
against Joe a lot.
changed after winning. Buzz Lightyear says TJ. All right, Clive, we give up again. I'm still 0-4 for your questions. Give us the correct answer.
Probably
Another-
shut down here.
Yeah, Battle of the Joes, and Joe H takes 1 down.
They're like battling each other hard today.
Yeah.
Joe versus Joe. Do they know they're Joe versus Joe?
If they know each other, I suppose
I
so.
feel like they know and they're trying to be the Joe here.
Guys, I'm going to leave you here with Sung for just a minute. I'm going to take a quick break outside. Dan Harrington. Oh my gosh, I have his book. I should have guessed that. Yeah. Dan Harrington is also a chess master.
Alright, Jimmy just left. He'll be back soon, so you gotta have to deal with boring song here. I totally lost the action here. Sorry about that, but I see the ace will take it down pretty easy. Well, Clive, you can ask questions, but you have to answer. You have to wait until Jimmy's back, because I have no clue. Looks like we have some broken part. It looks like they're having an issue. The one have one broken car, so they might have to change the car, which means they might have to re-register. So it looks like the game will pause for a while. RFID tables requires all cars needs to be registered. Yes, we are entertaining. Thank you for your question, Clive. I don't know much about WSOP or like poker history. Benny the Nature Boy is at Prime right now. Not sure who that is. Alright, since they have to register the card again, let's take a 1 minute break and I'll come back. All right, looks like they all set up the new deck, and we're on the action.
We're back. Clive said he's taking a break himself. I don't blame you, Clyde.
We have a Sean with the 7 deuce here.
Benny the Nature Boy. Reverse 4-2-3-1. Who is Benny the Nature Boy? There are more than one Bennies.
Multiple Bennies, I know, for sure.
And we are back in the action. Jack 10 flops 2 pair. 7 deuce has 1 pair with some club outs. You can see the outs at the top of the screen. He's got 7 of them.
We might see some action here. Sean just got improved. We still need a lot of cards for help.
6 isn't one of them.
She isn't one of them.
6 is not one of them. Jeff can
Sean
only lose by folding now.
might fire big to win some 7 deuce money. Plus the 340 pot.
That's what makes the 7 deuce game so great. They're willing to bluff to try to win a little bit extra, but
And looks like Jeff is like not folding at all. And he has to show the 7 deuce. Sees the bad news.
Shows the 7 deuce for bad news.
He almost got there though. One more club. He needed one more.
Maybe
club
if he
for
if he
7.
3-bet right there, you think he's folding?
What do you mean 3-bet?
Was the action closed?
Yes, 7 deuce open, Jack 10 call, and Jack 10 was never folding top 2 pair.
Yeah, reverse 4-3-2-1. The only Nature Boy I know is Ric Flair, the wrestler guy from way back in the days. He always did the whoa. Who doesn't remember Ric Flair? That was a long time ago. I don't even know if he's even still alive. Back before it was separated, WCW and WWE. Al Van Dyke, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. We're playing 1-3 No Limit, a game anyone can play.
In Houston, Texas.
Anyone in Houston. You do not have to be famous. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't even need to have $1 million.
Max buys
The
$1,000.
max buy is 1,000. You can't buy more than that. So if you come with more, you must be ready to gamble.
Gamble, gamble. We all love gamble.
Who doesn't?
All right, we might see some action here.
Got a king, queen of hearts.
And Noah 3-bet.
Wow.
200.
We got one more in the hand. I'll show that card, yeah.
3 bets to 100 with ace jack off.
Jeff just double up. So he has some money to fire here.
No, he's not going anywhere with a suited king like that.
You're right. Oh, we're seeing the action.
No, we're making sure he still has ace jack. Queen 4-7, and Jeff outflops Noah with top pair of queens and a backdoor flush draw. Noah also has ace jack. I was going to say he had a backdoor flush draw, but his cards are not suited.
Noah just see that 75. Now we're seeing the stack size. Noah has a 335 before a 75 bet. So he has one move left. And he did not improve. You might see check, check. Or might move on. King.
And that seals it.
But if Noah decides to bluff, it's actually a pretty good card to bluff.
Yep, that the king completed a gut shot there.
Jeff just laid here. Just
Yeah,
Noah
that's
will
gonna take
not
it.
make a call here.
Yeah, that's going to take it down.
Just put him in all in.
Clive, welcome back. Welcome back.
Only because it was me. Pretty standard play then.
Kim Hua Varese, you got this. Hammer with that 50 bits cheered earlier. Thanks, Hammer. We missed it. Sorry about that, bud. But we do appreciate the 50 bits.
It's a lot of bits.
It's a lot of bits. I think 50 is the minimum cheer bits.
Oh,
I think 50 is the minimum. The max, there is no max. You can cheer as much as you want. Cheer for your favorite poker player at the table by typing !cheer and whatever number you would like that is above 50. And they will know that you have cheered for them. And you'll get this cool alert with the Mad Russian.
oh. Sounds pretty cool.
Joe flops 3 8s right here. Nice.
It's always good to see the trips. Man, I
Yes.
see the face card. Ooh, that'll give Chad the
Ooh.
top pair. King kicker.
He might think he's good right here. Joe's
also-
going to bet.
But also, Jack filled up 9-10 here. So Chad,
Might proceed with caution. Let's see if he can find the call button or the fold button here.
ooh, looks like Sean has a different idea. Nope, we fold it, and Chad, call,
Chad with the safe play there makes the call.
6. It might scare some people.
The only hand I'm worried about if a 6 comes is pocket 6s, and I don't see that continuing from the flop or the turn. Because if you have the 9-10, you've already made the straight.
Yes, and Joe actually blocked the 9-10 here, so
Yep.
Joe's trying to go get some value, but it'll actually he can actually scare Chad a little bit.
Maybe if he checked, Chad might have fired a little something. But I can see why Joe wouldn't want to check, because he definitely doesn't want
Yeah,
to check
you
back.
don't want to check back. Just 4, you always want to get value. Chad made a correct fold.
Your VPIP up on the screen. Joe K with the highest at 58%. Ramrod with only 12% VPIP.
We'll see everybody's limping here, and Joe doesn't like limping, so he just raised to 15.
Joe
And Ramrod
raises to 15
call with
with
10-9 offsuit. Probably making dominant effects. A lot of people call behind. So you'll have so much dead money in the pot.
Yeah, Ramrod is dominated right now with his 9-10 versus Joe's 8-10. 4 hands to the flop. Ace, Queen, 6 with 2 hearts. Joe K and Roe hit both
We
flop
might see
flush
some
draws.
firework here for sure.
Yes.
Joe hit a 9-high flush draw and will hit with the 8-high flush draw with the
With the
bottom
pair. And then Joe H with top pair of
Joe
aces.
has a top pair.
And fires.
Joe C-bet here, 25, which is pretty small size.
Fires 25 into a pot of 75.
We know Joe likes playing the pot, so I don't see him folding here. Maybe he's thinking about raising. Oh, Ramrod actually raised with total
Wow.
air
Total air raises.
out of position,
To
which would look
$80.
very strong.
Yes. That looks like maybe a set top 2. Clive says, what year was the first appearance of the showing hole cards in the main event pocket cams? I think I know this one. I think I know this one because I saw a documentary where Brunson and all the other big name pros were talking about how they were like, what? We don't want to do this and show everybody how we play. I'm going to say that happened, Clive, in 94. No, 93. Final answer. Ro hit 3 bets.
3 bets.
Wow, $200. He likes his pair and his flush draw there.
It's actually, I actually like the play here. You have a lot of equity, and also you represent a really strong hand. Make all the better hands to fold here.
Yeah, Joe's probably considering a fold. He's wondering what could he possibly have here.
It's probably going to work a lot of times here. Wow. Very nice play by Rohit. I like it.
I like it. Gets
You have to go
2
to the
players
Joe.
to fold.
Joe doesn't like folding.
And he has the better flush draw. He just does not have a pair yet.
True story.
Wrong. So, Clive, 94
And he goes all in.
then.
Ooh. Joe goes all in here.
Wow.
Well, he probably shouldn't fold after betting that much. He
Oh,
didn't.
hits his other 6. No heart for Joe. Turns over the 6-8 and is going to take the spot. Hint, considered won by the worst player ever at that
It's
point.
a nice 1K pot for Rohit, but he did have a best hand against Joe, and he made a good play, made the better hand to fold, which is actually, this case is kind of weird because he would have improved a lot on the turn, but still, I like his play overall, and it worked out good.
Worked out in his favor. Joe was able to get away from his ace-10, which would have lost with the 6 on the turn.
True story.
Kev1510, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We're playing 1-3 No Limit Holdem here at Prime Social. Ken, do me a favor. If you've ever been here before, type 1 in the chat.
A new follower.
I'm giving up on that. I want to say 94, or I'll go 1 year earlier is 92. But I don't see it any earlier than that.
We have a new dealer came in the box.
New dealer, that is Luke. One of the house favorites here at Prime. Everybody knows Luke the dealer. You know, I like Luke for his hairstyle. He always comes in with the surfer. I call it the wave because the hair looks like a wave crashing down. It's so great.
Surfer hair.
Surfer hair. One of the better dealers here at Prime. We love Luke.
Everyone loves him. We're waiting for the action tracker.
How many real poker players are in the chat right now? If you play games other than Omaha and Hold'em, type a 1 in the chat for me. If you play anything other than No Limit Hold'em or any variation of Omaha, type 1 in the chat because we are interested in getting different mixed games going here at Prime. We have plaques for Deuce to 7 and all variations of all the stud games.
Yep.
So if you got a hankering for some old school games, some limit poker,
The Prime Series had like 2 different mixed game events. I think you got the one of them as his runner-up, right?
I did. I got second in the horse event this past year, or at the signature series, I'm sorry.
Previous series, yes.
And unfortunately, the toe event had to be canceled because we had a huge freeze down in Texas.
That's
Ice
true.
on the floor for a very long time.
I blame when Justin was running the freeze-out tournament.
1 card stud from Clive. First card face up. Wow. Is that 5 card stud? You just get 1 face up and 3 Oh, you would get 4 face up and 1 down at the end. Interesting. I have not played that one before. Joe K is running good. Wakes up with 2 kings and row hit flops top pair of 10s.
Well, he's trying to get his money
Or middle
back from
pair.
the last hand.
Yeah.
Just double up the Rohit, and Rohit actually had a middle pair with the backdoor flush draw,
Yeah, middle pair.
and Sean has a top pair with the king kicker. Sean actually laid out, and Joe raised to 300.
Yeah, Joe does have the king of spades. I like the raise here.
Put Sean on decision because that's literally half of his stack.
Wow. And he snap
He
calls.
snap calls.
Snap calls, and he is in some trouble here.
Now, wonder what's gonna come
Just 1 card.
on the turn. Now, Joe even had a backdoor flush draw. So
See what he
we don't
decides
see
to
him
do.
folding ever here.
If I were a betting man, I'm saying Joe is going to put Sean all in here.
Yeah, Joe has a less than pot size bet left, and a Sean as well. Sean covers in here by 150. Sean is in pain. He already put so much money in the pot.
Kev 1510 says he wishes he could play poker. Everything hasn't been open for a year in Canada. Man, that sucks. Well, Kev, we hope you can make it out for our summer series. Maybe you can start planning for it and take a flight down out here. If you see the A-Loft on our felt there, we usually partner up with them. And if you go through our website and click on the series option, you will see the A-Loft button. You'll save at least, I don't want to give you a number, but I was going to say you save at least 2 black chips
You save a lot of money for sure.
going through our
At least you
website.
can buy him for 1 tournament.
Right? Bright Boy says save your money. Clive, we give up. What year was it? What year did the whole cam start changing poker forever? I actually prefer live poker as opposed to online poker. Because I want to be, after someone makes a bet, I want to be able to look at them and see how they feel about what they've just done by putting money out there. 2002? Was it that late?
Not sure.
Wow. Wow. I legit thought it was like early to mid 90s. Interesting little factoid there, Clive. Thanks for the question, bud.
Sean folded correctly, and Joe showed him that he made a good fold with pocket kings here.
I'm not a big fan of showing my cards if I don't have to.
I think they all know the cards were shown in 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. That's what it is. You'll see it on
Yeah,
TV.
you'll see it, so-
You'll see it on TV.
I'll be the nice guy here.
Hadn't been seen in Europe. Chip count, Joe K up top with 1.2 grand. Noah
This one's a
coming
nice
at the end of the
pot.
line with 260. That just goes to show you don't need to be rich to play here. Just a little bit of extra money and a want to have fun.
That's true. Poker is always fun.
Poker's always fun.
No checking.
Can be stressful at times.
It is. It is stressful, but it's so fun.
Winning money is fun. Free
That's
money
true,
is
too.
fun.
Making money is always fun.
Making money is always fun.
Chad open 15 with ace jack offsuit. And we have Sean. Call $15 from the button. And Joe did as well. The sync 3-way flop.
4, king, 8. All clubs hit the flop. Sean, the only one with a club in his hand. 6 of clubs
With the gut shot there.
with a gut shot.
But
He's actually a
Chad
favorite to
still
win the hand.
True story. He can hit any pair. The Chet is still leading.
He's
And
technically
he's checking back. And let's just see one of the safe card, but scary card for everyone.
Valcone won that year and was considered the worst player. What made Valcone the worst player in the eyes of Phil Hellmuth? And what did he say? I really don't know that one. I'd have to be watching that actual series to know the answer to that one. Come on, Hua, says Kim. Hua, right in the middle of the pack with $709 in his stack. So we've been streaming for almost an hour and a half now. For those of you just joining, 1-3, no limit hold'em. Easy game to play. Easy game to learn.
If you think it's too small, we have a 5-10 game streaming on every Friday as well.
That's also true. 5-10, a lot of action.
You get to pick which game you want.
Action. Clive says Varconi and I went to the same university. Small world. Chad opening to $10 with ace 10 of spades, ramrod with ace king of diamonds. Let's see what he wants to do here.
We're going to see the 3-bet here most of the time.
I think you're right.
Question is, what sizing is choosing here? So she looks like choosing pretty small size bet here.
3 bets to 45.
That might invite Chet in here.
What do you think a good 3-bet range is right there?
3-bet range?
Like the amount he should have bet there.
Amount? Well, I think the open raise was very small, so I don't really mind going for small, but I'll always prefer bigger size. Just putting more pressure to the player.
That takes it down. Chad sniffs out suspicion.
Chad made a correct fold.
Correct fold.
Drawing very thin here.
He knew Andrew hadn't been playing a lot of hands. And
But also
smells
sees if
suspicious.
somebody opened very small, you can always go after it, like just to, you know,
You never know
show
what's
more
going to hit the
aggression.
flop.
True story.
I might have taken a flop there with ace 10 spades.
I would have too. Ace 10 is pretty good hand to play the post flop. We have a Serena on the chat. Watching
Sassy
from
series
Dallas.
here.
Thank you for the follow from
A new follower.
Son.
Sassy Siri. Oh, do we have a bone to pick with you? Just kidding. Thanks for tuning in.
We can see 5 ways flop. I think
Wow.
nobody raised it all.
A lot of suited connectors
Just
here.
limped it.
And a pair of 4s takes the lead.
Remrod pick up some equity with flush draw and give Noah the best hand here with the paired jack.
Wouldn't be too excited about my jack at this point.
Well, but also it was an all-in pot and like all check through the flop, so
Mhm.
jack might be the best hand a lot of times. So I see Remnant bad, but I think the Noah will call a lot of times, which he should.
Well, that's some next level thinking right there.
And-
Wow.
Remnant just filled up flush on the river, which is backdoor flush.
Okay, runner.
But just remember also the action started from the turn. So check through on the flop, so he can most likely have a flush, and they know each other. And Noah made a correct fold.
Winner. Okay. Shot time. What? Huh? The winner. Shot time. Okay. Talk to Ryan. Huh? Talk to Ryan. A little bit. Yeah. You know if he's coming up here tonight?
Last time I was fighting, dude, everybody walked in, please shaving. What's his name? That's head shave, Ryan shaves his beard.
Oh, I should get on that train. My beard gets itchy, man. I hate the length it's at right now.
Well, we haven't seen Straddle for a while.
We haven't seen a straddle here yet, have
By
we?
Lex by 1-3 now, which is probably should be. Straddle always can cut more actions for sure.
Yes,
We
sir.
have Joe Lim with ace deuce offsuit, and Jeff says no, we want to play the bigger pot and raise to 20, and no call from small blind with Jack 10 suited. They'll probably invite Joe here. We all know Joe loves to play the flop.
And he is in there.
He's in there with the best hand actually.
Everybody whiffs the flop here.
9-3-3 with the 2 hearts, pretty dry board. Probably supposed to see bet, check it back. 7 of diamond, and no step with the gut shot with 2 over. That'll probably make everybody fold.
The first one is the hardest to
That's
win.
the
First
beauty
one
of
to
a poker.
bet wins it.
You bet and make a better hand to fold.
I've chopped one and
Clive says, another trivia question. What did Helmuth say he would do if Varconi won? Naked jumping jacks is my answer.
Sounds about right.
that's the first one I've won.
I mean, he might not say it, but he probably would have done it.
Well, I would say it. If he really thought that if this guy's never going to win, he'd probably be like, you know what, if you win naked jumping jacks just for you, Varconi. Naked jumping jacks.
It's ice. We have Joe with king just suited under the gun, the limp,
Wow.
and a Joe with Jack 7 suited. We know what he's gonna do.
Everyone
Trying to
loves
see
their
the
suited
flop.
cards here.
Nobody hates it. Chad has a pretty hand too, king 9 suited.
Well, King 9 is one of those weird, pretty hands. Because it can look pretty.
Eon actually raised 15 from small blind with king 10 offsuit. We better probably invite everybody in. I think 15 is too small. Since you have like 3-4 limpers, everybody getting the right price call. Play the flop. Deep make it.
Oh,
Top pair.
Chad hits the club draw. 8-1
With
hits
one
top
over.
pair. Clive says something pretty drastic. Is it shave his head? That's the only other thing I can think of. Or get like some sort of embarrassing tattoo. Like Barney on your forehead.
Won't be surprised whatever he said though, for sure.
E1 bets 300. Chad calls with his king high clubs. Don't see anyone else wanting to continue on this one. So we are going heads up.
That's right. And
Gets there.
yes, there. That probably will scare Eon a little bit.
Just found a $5 tournament, bros. First place is
The
like
pot is 170.
Shaved his head. Nailed it. Whoever said I wouldn't get any questions right in the poll, in your face. I'm 1 for 10.
Eon double barrel here with top
wow.
pair. 40 and
wow.
Chad just slide it behind.
Setting the trap.
playing at bros makes you want to quit poker.
Setting the trap.
Chad immediately grabs his chips. Says Eon check.
Kind of a smallish bet. Going for value here, it looks like.
He wants more money.
Yes, poker is fun when you are winning money. A lot of money to be won here at Prime Social. We live stream every Friday and Saturday.
You all know Chad loves max value.
See if A1 can get away.
Dude, to be honest, like, on live,
Well, a lot of things made it there. There's a flush, there's a straight.
He wants to see it.
so like late
This is the bad news.
Sees the clubs.
Wait till
Gonna make sure he doesn't have any clubs.
buy in, kick that on.
And he just made it more money.
Anything bigger, and Yuan might have folded there.
One hand like you're in like
Probably true. He was even tanking for a while, call $55, so I assume bigger money will give him a harder time for sure.
I'm automatic 5-6.
Chet wants some nice pot. And we have a Remrod $6 straddle.
King 5. Fold Joe with ace 8. Yeah, don't see
Probably
him folding.
limp it.
Yeah, didn't see him folding that.
Ace 8 is too good for him. He's not letting it go. And we have a Queen Jack offsuit. Over limp. And well, guess we're gonna see multi-way flop again.
Chad with 9 deuce and Joe with 9-10. Option on the straddle. Let him live.
Seeing 5 ways flop.
7 deuce 5, 2 clubs on the flop. Ramrod hits a pair of 5s, and that's about it. Also has a gut shot. Nope, he's a backdoor straight draw.
First straight draw. And a Chad at the bottom pair. Joe and Rohit has 2 overs.
I think if Ramrod can find a bet here.
Well, I think the Rohit bad. Chetu and Rohit bad, and I'm not calling. And Joe might just. I want to see the turn too. He's thinking.
Ace 8 off.
Ramrod has not acted yet. He called. Joe folds. Ramrod made a correct call here with his pair. Full of diamond.
Still in the
Scared some
lead.
Players for sure.
It completes a straight. It gives Ramrod a gut shot, and he checks.
And
flush shots don't get her.
Rohit doesn't want to
You gotta hit the river one more time.
give him an easy river. Just grabbing the chips. It'll be interesting to see how much he's betting here. Looks like pretty big size. 65 into
That's
$80
gonna do
pot.
it.
It's big pot.
Wow.
It's good play by Rohit.
And
He
shows
showed
the bluff. Still, I think the correct fold by Ramrod. All you have is a pair of 5, and you're looking for a 6.
It's kind of thing that when you flop, you call, you want to definitely make a plan on a turn. What kind of card you want to continue, and how's the plan. So a lot of times you might just want to fold the bottom pair or middle pair on the flop too. As or if you're calling and board doesn't change that much, just probably have to go for it.
Yeah. Well, if it comes a paint card, it's going to be hard for him to continue also.
True story.
I wonder what he might have put him on there.
It was a good play by Roy because it was all limper pot, so anybody can have anything.
Anything. You're right.
He made it good decision, make the best hand fold.
Joe K with an ace 7. He just called with an ace 8. He's not going to let ace 7 go.
Jeff has king 5 suited also call. You have a Chad with king 3 suited also called. And Joe with 6-5 also calls. And Remrod with jack 10 suited.
Getting
Also
great,
call.
Got a great price. Five-way flop. Oh, wow.
That's a big flop
Big
for
flop.
Remrod.
For Ramrod, he's got an open into straight draw and the second nut flush draw.
Royal flush draw.
A royal flush draw. So I guess technically a nut flush draw.
True.
Yeah.
It's always a nut. Royal flush will most likely the nut, so yes.
And he fires 20 bucks. He gets called by the pair of aces.
And Chad has a second nut flush draw too.
Oh,
the
wow.
backdoor.
Wow, you're right. 2 flush draws and a pair of aces. Wow.
Ooh, that'll give a bad
Wow,
news to
wow,
Joe.
wow.
Just improved 2 trips, but Chad filled up with a nut flush draw this time. But there's a pair de board, so. But I don't see Chad folding ever. This 4. I feel like Joe is gonna just fire up.
I think Joe's going to
Oh,
fire.
he checked, and Chad is gonna bet. We'll
Yeah, that's the perfect card for
yeah, you
Chad
wanna
on the
check
river.
royal flush draws. It's so sad. You have so much equity on the flop. Can't hit it.
It's a really good hand.
And there's the flush.
It's a flush. It's a nut flush there.
That is a nuts.
Didn't Chad just made a king high flush last hand too? Or hand before?
I think so.
That's a lot of flush.
Flushes aren't easy to make. I think if you flop 2 of your suits on the flop, you're still at $225 to hit a flop, to hit a flush. Which
hard
that
to do.
seems like a lot. It is hard to do, but with as many hands as some of these players play, it's an often occurrence.
True.
I'm all in here too. Let's see.
Hope you get sucked down on.
I like the flop. Thank you.
But just remember, if anybody bet on the flop, Chet will not be there. Chet will have folded on the flop.
Yeah.
That shows how
Yeah, it did
important
come
the
runner,
aggression
runner.
is. Yeah.
Look at Queens.
Joe K with Queen 10 off under the gun. We know he likes to play a lot of hands. Let's see what he does here. He makes the call.
Makes a call. Jeff has king queen offsuit. Makes a call.
A lot of pretty hands coming out there.
Will he actually call with ace king too?
What is going on? Is everyone trying to trap each other here? All face cards early on?
Or just everyone wants to invite everybody to play the family pot?
Ooh. Not always a good thing to do when you have good
Seeming very
cards.
Friendly game here.
Yeah. Flop comes all little cards. 4, 8, and a 9.
So Joe
Sean
has
with a pair of
gotcha with
eights.
a 2 pair.
Yep.
And Jeff has 2 over. Sean has a pair. Oh, 2 pair. Okay. Sean has a 2 pair. He bets. Ooh.
Wow.
So just like
Wow.
Right
Joe
there.
makes
Hit
the
it.
nuts on the turn. No waiting. No one with the flush draw.
it's always the best feeling when you hit your gut shot.
Oh man.
As a
isn't
nut.
it? Yeah. Not very often do they see it coming.
And he just called.
Probably
think
being
he-
cautious about the diamonds out
I-
there.
I'm definitely gonna raise here, especially when I hit the gut shot. It's so hard to see. Also, you want to win the bigger pot with your best hand.
Yes. Now it's going to be a little bit harder for someone. Oh my gosh. Joe fires out 100. The way he's been
Hot
playing,
size
I'm
bet.
not sure I'd believe him if I were Sean.
That's very true. Now Sean is in tank again. He made a right fold last time.
Yeah. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yep. And the board is pretty scared. One liner, 10. So actually, like any 10, will give him a straight. So Sean
Yeah, if
made
the jack
not
doesn't
the
come,
right
he
call.
might call. It might be easier to call.
Or like 7 didn't call on the river. He
Yeah.
might actually call. 7 kind of
Right, the 7 is what I meant, not
Yeah.
the jack there.
7 kind of scared. That's kind of reason why you also want to raise in the turn with your good hand. Then Joe probably would have made a lot more money. Sean made a good fold. I think he's been making a lot of good folds today. He had a strong hand, but made a right fold.
Wow.
It's a good play by Sean.
Good play by Sean. Let's see
It
if
sucks.
he
You
can keep it
flop
up.
2 pair and like got runner straight board, but if you keep making right decision, that's all you gotta do in poker.
Throws a green chip to the dealer. Very generous. Very generous. That's a green $25 chip. And for those of you just tuning in, we're playing 1-3 No Limit Holdem here at Prime Social. This is our live stream game. We do one every Friday, every Saturday. On Friday, we do the 5-10 variation. Today is Saturday, so we're playing 1-3 Unlimited Texas Holdem. Anybody can play these games. You don't need to be rich. Just come on out, get your name on the list,
Just have fun.
and have a good time.
We have a full bar here, the great food, great service, great dealers.
Just an overall
Really
great
good.
place.
It's a great place.
My favorite place to play poker.
And the place just hosts the biggest poker tournament in Texas history.
Yep. And we're doing it again this summer. All new schedule going to be posted very soon. Keep an eye on Poker Atlas. If you don't have Poker Atlas, go to your app store, Google Play, App Store on Apple, type in Poker Atlas, and you will not be out of the loop at all.
Or you guys just keep following us here, watching streaming. We'll let you know when it's up.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka.
Bro hit flops top pair with ace 10 of hearts. Chad also has top pair, but a smaller kicker, and wow, gets away from it.
Yeah, I think the bet size kind of gave him, kind of scare him. here.
Wow. I would have
A
never
big
been able to
bet.
fold that. I'd have lost $65 right there.
And also, Rohit has been playing pretty snug, so it's a good fold by Chad.
Yeah. Good fold by Chad. Jeff with a pair of sevens is going to continue. Looks like 5 or 6 came on the turn. We can't quite see it on the graphics yet. I see a 3 across.
Good check,
6 on the
check.
turn, 6 on the river.
I'm surprised that Rohit made a big bet on the flop with the top pair, top kicker, and when he had a backdoor, the field of the backdoor flush, he still checked back. Guess he was scared by the straight type hands,
Yeah.
and now he's going for value. That would actually make him wonder.
Yeah, I
And
think
he
if the
snap call.
yeah, if you call the turn, you got to kind of call the river, especially when the board doesn't really change much.
I guess it kind of worked out for him, because he may have folded if he double barrel on the turn.
And there's your
Good play
chip
by
count
Rohit.
on the screen.
We haven't scored in a while. I'll follow me, please. We're on an 8-0 round, looks like. Stop, don't stop. I want the ball stop.
Tanner. What's up? Hey, bro.
You didn't win nothing off here?
Make some money.
Tanner now in the box.
A new dealer.
New dealer. New cards. Ooh, Rohit with 7-6 here. Noah also with 7-6.
Yep.
They have the
We'll see some
opposite of
couple
each other's
70s.
cards.
And Noah fold, Rohit wants to play. Joey pocket 5 raised to 15.
I like that raise.
I always like raising. Sean had a Jack 10 suited on the button.
So what's your smallest pocket pair in an unopened pot that you're going to raise with?
It really depends. Like the position wise and the stack size and how the table play mostly. But I don't mind raising just any hand.
RX Rain. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Thanks for joining us here on this Saturday night. 1-3 No Limit Holdem game.
Sean just flopped the joint.
Wow. An action flop, Sean, with the nut straight joke.
A new follower.
Rohit with an open digit draw. He might stick around for the turn.
Yeah, but also Rohit's open ender is very, very low end. Like 10 literally give him a worse situation. So he kind of don't want to see the 10 here.
Yeah, the 10 will make the Jack 10 no longer the nuts.
True story. But also it'll scare him so much. So Rohit actually just looking for 5, which Joe is holding a couple of them.
Yes. Oh, a 5 would spell disaster for Rohit.
Sean
But
bet,
they're out of the pot.
Joe call. 2 pair.
An uneventful deuce.
Pretty sure Joe is not going to give up that easy here. Joe check. Sean just goes all in.
All in. I don't know if I like that.
I feel like he's
Look, maybe
Kinda
he's
don't want
trying to
that-
shut down the flush draw. Maybe.
yeah. Oh, and he called.
All in call.
I don't
Oh my
care.
goodness. A brick
Ooh,
on the river.
looks like a
3
brick.
of hearts, and that is gonna do it. Sean with the straight is gonna win this pot.
Sean just getting max value here. Alright, we're seeing the chip counts right now. And Sean just doubled through Joe. Sean had made a really good fold twice against Joe. And I think that'll pay him up.
Like a ninja, just waiting around for the perfect spot.
Perfect spot.
Joe with his loose play came in with 9-8, flop 2 pair to an unfortunate flop straight.
I like it also somehow just because Joe thinks that Sean can do it big draw type, and river was the 3 of a spade. It would scare both players, so kind of worked out for him too.
What a spade.
Well, we also Sean just tipped $25. He knew it was coming.
And right there on the screen, you can see Joe K's VPIP 69%. So he's playing a lot of hands. Over half of his hands, he's in there.
True. I've seen his name a lot. So, but also remember we have 2 Joes, so I might be confused with the other Joe.
We need to give a nickname to one of the Joes. There's Joe and Joe K.
And there's a lot of Joe versus Joe game. We have 9-7 suited, limp, Chad over limp, and Sean ace-4 offsuit. Still celebrating his last hand
Yes, he's very
and
happy about
calling ace-4 offsuit. And we see Joe 5-4 suited. I don't see him folding ever here, especially with the button.
that. Never gonna fold.
And we're seeing another 6-way flop.
Nurse. What do you want? What? Dano? Dano? Can you bring a shot of Jameson and Farwell?
Flop comes 5, 10, 8 with 2 clubs.
Ewan has a double gutter with a backdoor flush, which is very good hand here. Jeff O has a 1 over with the gut shot straight draw. Rohit has the top pair, top kicker. Joe has a bottom pair. Everyone has something here
Everyone has a
except for
little
shot.
piece of this flop. And I love the percentages on the side of each hand. If I had those while I was playing, my game would be a lot better.
True story. That'll give you what the other person has too, so 100%.
Clive says, ready for another trivia question from Movie Trivia. Poker movie. All right, Clive, fire away.
Ooh. Ewan just improved with the backdoor flush draw with his double gutter.
Wow. Ewan with half the deck helping him out. Rohit, still with just top pair, but a 50% favorite to win this hand.
Oh, he's just a gut shot. I'm sorry. I thought it was double gut shot.
Is it a double?
No, it was
6
just
or...
a gut shot. 6. He's on.
Oh, he
he's
can hit a
only
6
with
or
6
jack.
Or oh, it is double gut shot.
6 or jack. Yep.
Well, it's
or a
more
heart.
open-ended. So yeah. I
Imagine
kind of
knowing how to play this game and being an announcer. Imagine
I'm
a
trying.
world where poker players announced poker games, commentated. What a crazy world that would be. And here we are, in
That's
said
true.
crazy world.
So we'll see. You are never folding this turn.
Jeff with
Joe
the
actually
open-ended.
called with a pair of 5s too. And Jeff got away with his gut shot straight draw. still sitting with the best hand, the top pair, top picker. Actually, Deuce on the River is very, very good card for him in case somebody was holding 5-8 type. And he's going for value. Unfortunately, nobody really has anything. But we'll see Joe just put it in all in. That'll give Rohit some hard time to figure. There's a missed flush draw, missed straight draw. Called twice, multi ways too. Can Rohit figure it out? The only
Joe
part,
goes all in.
that's what I'm saying, but
Wow.
only part I like here because the river was a deuce. The pair the turn, not any card on the flop. It worked out. He'll show it probably.
Once again, I've said it before, a pair of balls beats everything. You got a royal flush, pair of balls wins. You got 5 of a kind, pair of balls wins.
I'll give everybody $20 to table right now.
Clive says, in the movie Rounders, what book did Matt Damon
A new
hide
follower.
his bankroll in? I know the answer to this song. I want to say it's Mike Caro's Book of Poker Tells, if I'm not mistaken.
I see you're confident.
I used to watch the movie back to back to back to back to back. One of my favorite movies.
I actually like the movie too, yeah. I watched it after I started poker. 'Cause people were talking about it, I wasn't sure what that is. I enjoyed it so much. I probably watched it like a few times, but I never looked into what book is it.
Amorelli, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Playing 1-3, No Limit Holdem.
Clive said, nope.
That's not it? Okay, I'm going to take another guess, Clive. I'm going to take another guess. Give me a second to think about it for a minute. Oh, it is Super System.
Super
Not
System?
2, Super System 1. All right, that's our new answer.
I kind of know what the super system is, so I believe there might be one.
And if it's not, we're going to name off books until we hit.
That's all poker books I know.
I thought it was Mike Caro's Book of Tells, though. I'm going to have to rewatch it again when I get home, I guess. Yep,
Say
we
yo.
nailed it.
Wow, I got
We
one.
nailed it. I read part 2, and I've only read a part of part 1, Super System 1. But it's a little bit outdated because they talk about a lot of draw poker, and they talk about kind of angling to get reads on your opponent.
really?
Yeah.
Well, I actually bought it too when I started poker. I wanted to learn more, but it was just a bunch of English. So I was like, you know what? I can't read it.
Back before your English was so good, huh?
It was like, I'm still like, having a lot of hard time reading it. I don't know much of the English vocabulary, the words. So, you know, it's
Well,
hard to read it.
I'm sure there's a translated version out there somewhere.
Somewhere, but I don't know. Now,
You don't
I
need it.
probably
You're too
don't need
good.
it.
You're already professional.
Just trying to be better.
Back to the action. Queen 10 of clubs.
Sean has
Club
flush
draw.
Queen high flush draw, and Jeff had a 7 deuce with the best hand.
Uh-oh. We might see someone get paid.
Actually, thank you. Oh, he filled up on the river.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there, son. He didn't fill up. When you say he fills up, that means he filled up and has a full house.
Okay.
So say he completed.
He
his flush.
completed his
completed the flush.
See, still learning.
Still learning. Yeah, it's
What was playing on TV during the match between Mike and KBB?
I also know that one. It's a soccer game, but I'm not sure who was playing in the soccer game. Because I remember the scene where he's like, pay him, and then he closes the door, and then they're playing soccer in the background. Pays that man his money.
I'm playing with my bros, right? My partner logged in, right? When he did a transaction,
No?
Said nope.
What? What? How did I miss that? Man, I guess I haven't seen the movie as much as I thought.
Well, you
What?
just probably
What else
haven't
was
watched it
playing?
recently.
Wait, are you talking about the final match? You have to be talking about the final match because the other
Probably.
two matches.
Has to be that.
All right, what is it, Clive? You got us. What is it?
Ramrod raised $16 with ace 8 suited. Jeff 3-bet with ace check offsuit. I think it's the first time I see Jeff 3-bet here. Probably take down here. Oh, Joe has a 7 deuce.
Wow.
I'm not trying to.
Ramrod's
Do
playing
something.
kind of nitty. I give up, Clyde. What is it? I thought it was
He's gonna make
soccer.
Some big plays here. You let it go. Saw some strengths from Jeff.
Good D. Wow. Great.
Boxing fight. Boxing fight between Mayweather Jr. and Jesus Chavez. Well, that's
Sounds about right.
that's wow.
I've never
Very
paid attention
observant.
to it, but
That's
yeah.
detail oriented right there. Or just a
For sure.
huge movie buff.
What size was KGB wearing the shirts?
What size was KGB's shirt? You know, a little funny factoid. When I bought the movie, on the front cover of the movie, KGB looks completely different than his character does in the movie. I didn't know who it was. I'm like, who's this guy on the
Oh,
cover? He's not
exactly.
even in the movie. Then he goes, oh, it's KGB. Oh, well, he has his shaved head on the cover, but in the movie, he's got the
Yeah.
horseshoe hair, you know,
Oh,
where he's
okay.
bald up top and hair on the sides.
That was like 19.
99, I want to say.
99? Okay.
Yeah, 99.
It was a very great movie. Like, can't believe they made it that long.
Man,
Movies.
one of the
I
greatest
can
poker
still watch it
movies.
today and enjoy it.
Yeah, because I mean, it goes through what every poker player goes through,
True.
you know, and it does a
Whoa,
very
we're
good
gonna see
job.
Some actions here. Chad picked up the straight flush draw, and Joe had a top and bottom 2 pair.
Raise 30.
He's definitely gonna raise, and I don't see Chad ever folding.
I don't see Chad folding here either with a straight
Just
flush
checking
draw
it.
like
Yep,
that.
You do have a straight flush draw.
Line outside 3 minutes.
Question is, you gonna go 3-bet here or just calling?
Either that or the commentator.
What do you say, Jimmy?
I'm probably going to 3-bet to see if there's any higher flush out there that might be trying to stick around. Because if you don't hit the straight flush, anything higher than a 7-high flush or better has got you beat.
Then what are you gonna do if the guy Razor 4-bet?
Oof. I'm not sure. That's over my pay grade.
See, that kind of going towards more calling because of that reason. You have so much equity with your hand. You never want to blow up your equity. So my answer will be calling, which Chad did. And 7 is not a really good card for Chad, but he still has straight flush trying to build up. The only problem is it's a one-liner. Will scare Joe. Here's the time you actually want to make a really big bet to polarize yourself. The board is very scary, and also there's missed draw out there, and your opponent was showing so much strength. Chad made a 75 bet and a Joe snap call, and Chad took it down. Chad is making a lot of good hands today. Flushes, straight.
Shive says, who was the original pro that was supposed to be in Rounders? Instead, it was Johnny Chan. That's a good question. Who's the guy that lost to Johnny Chan?
Eric Seidel,
Seidel. I'm going to go with Seidel.
she's one of the best players still.
Yeah, delete.
Glad said nope. Gotta be different pro. Back in the day, 1999.
I live by myself, so I get a lot of respect there.
Here's Sean with queen deuce suited, limp under the gun. And great hit with pocket nines. decided to overlimp.
I give up, Clyde. Who was it? I can only get one answer right per stream.
Oh, we're seeing almost family pot. I feel like we're missing one person. We're seeing 7-way flop.
Ace 7-10 on the flop with 2 clubs.
Chad with the top pair.
Top pair of aces, 2 backdoor flush draws, but I don't see those sticking around.
Boyd has a pair 9s, but he sees 2 over cards on the board. Looks like nobody ever did here. Helmet.
Helmies was going to be my second bet, or my second guess, actually. Because, I mean, what other poker player was that famous back in the day? Helmies was young. Younger than all the other players. He was probably too poker bratty to get in the movie, though. Wanted everything his way, and they were just like, you know what, man? Let's get Chan in here.
So Rohit
That's
decides
his
to
name.
call and pick up some equity. So he needs Chess 8. And Chess needs Roy's 9s to complete the straight. Rohit actually bet here. Lead out 40. Connection on the chat.
T-Mac says, why is that one gay? I think you mean guy rocking a mask. Why is that one guy rocking a mask? I believe you're talking about Chad. T-Mac, thanks for pointing that out. I can't believe we did not notice that. Easy question. What type of cookies did KGB eat? That is a very easy one. Sung, you know this one. Oreos.
Oh, it's Oreo.
Oreos. He always broke it in half.
True.
Tried
Yeah,
to
now I
listen to
remember.
it like it was a speaker.
Yeah, I remember that part for sure.
He shows the bluff. Your queen jack.
Nailed it.
Shows the bluff. With the queen jack.
Nailed it. That was an easy one. Oh, wow. Joe waking up with 2 aces.
Ooh. That's pretty hand. And he limped with aces. I really don't like it. You're expecting someone to raise, then it always works. It happens. Ace 2 suited, Ramrod, probably gonna call it pocket 7s. Joe have to 3-bet squeeze with aces, but he decided to choose kind of small number. And Joe call with queen jack offsuit. Chad fold ace 2 suited. Very good hand. And Ramrod decided to call. Probably with the set mine. Now Sean is getting too good a prize pool. 10-9 offsuit. Which isn't a great hand. But I would personally still call. This is so much dead money and your hand is not really dominated by any of premium hands. He's making a lot of good falls, so he's probably right. Oh, we have 3 hurt on the flop. Joe still have overpair aces with the ace of a hurt, and just goes all in. Probably make everybody fold. That is giant bad. surprised that Joe is thinking here with 2 overs with the gut shot, no hurt. And we're not we're probably gonna fold. He's gonna show his aces.
Well, unless you had a hurt hand, but I had you.
And took it down, pretty nice pot.
I'd have to hope for a
Oh, we have a new question for you, Jimmy. After losing all his money to KGB, how long did Mike quit playing poker? And he's actually giving you options here. 4 months, 8 months, 2 years.
Yeah, I like multiple choice a little bit better. Definitely
You have a
not 2
33% of
years.
chance to eat.
I don't think it was 2 years. 4 months. I want to say 8 months. I'm gonna go with B. I'm gonna go with B. 8 months. Because I know he was driving Kanish's truck around for a while trying to make money legit. Which, who has... Dude, I gotta tell you, I have taken beats where I had wanted to quit playing poker too. And I did for a little while. But no one ever really quits.
True. It's hard to quit. B is
Amarelli
correct.
says, good question.
I always like B. I was gonna say B, just because I like B.
Seems like the more logical answer. Alright, Clive, I like this multiple choice option here. So keep firing the questions away with multiple choice. Seems a lot more fun.
True story. If Jimmy picks one and I'll pick one, we're
In fact, Clive,
66% chance to pick.
Give us another question. We're going to start a poll and see chat's knowledge of movie trivia or just poker trivia. Clive's a pretty good trivia master here. And the chip counts are on the screen.
Chad limp with 10-9 offsuit. Joe's probably gonna over limp with Jack 9, which he did. We see Joe Ace 3. I bet he's not gonna fold here.
Joe hasn't folded an ace yet.
Oh, but we see the raise from Sean.
With
10-5
10-5.
offsuit.
Wow, he is gambling.
He might have a plan.
Might have a plan.
And Jeff has the best
got a
hand with
3.
Ace 10 suited here. Yep. Sean has Justin Hammer's favorite hand,
The 10-5.
the button.
Oh, the button. Yeah, one favorite hand per orbit. Jack in the window. A piece for everyone, I think.
Well, interesting spot. Sean opened with 10-5. He actually hit the middle pair here. If he wants to c-bet, nope. Joe actually wants to lead with his top pair.
Gotta protect your hand. Bets out $35.
Out of check back here, a lot more.
Joe calls with his pair 3. Probably either trying to spike a 3 or spike 2 pair.
Nobody wants to fold.
No, I'm not sure what Jeff O's trying to do, but one got away. 4 hands to the
Backdoor
turn.
flush draw. We actually hit the 10. Now we did actually give him a later
Might give him a reason to call one more bet.
bad spot. You actually hit the middle pair and the multi-way.
Ooh, and Sean hits 2 pair.
Ooh,
Sean hits 2 pair with 10-5.
ooh, that's a spicy card. And Joe doesn't know it, so he's going for another bet. And Sean just raising. Let's see.
Wow,
300.
raises. We saw 3 chips hit the felt. Those are 3 black $100
That's
chips.
a big size bet.
That's a big bet.
Just raise to the pot size. Joe has decision here because his chip stack size can't really do much except for fold or all in. He can't not call with his stack. He has no option on the river.
Yeah, that will commit him no matter what if he makes this call.
Joe might fold here just because Sean actually raised pre-flop. He might put him on a stronger hand. Overpair or jack with the better kicker. It's so hard to fold the top pair. Joe is definitely thinking right now.
Well, he does have quite a few outs.
So we
He
see
could hit a
Sean is-
3,
we see
and he
Sean
could hit a
is,
jack.
like sitting very comfortable, waiting for his call, and he's
Yeah,
picking
he's-
up his car,
Yeah,
trying to induce some action here.
don't think it's going to work. Or maybe it will. Maybe he's going to goad him into a call here.
Or maybe Sean doesn't want Joe to call any something dirty on the river. That's, I don't know if he's talking, but it's interesting. Joe made a correct fold.
Wow. Well, that's such a huge raise.
Oh, he only showed a 5.
Trying to make Joe think that he was bluffed. You think Joe's going to fall for that? I don't know if he's going to fall for that. He knows Sean's been playing quite solid.
True, but you'd never expect Sean to raise with 10-5 offsuit also.
Yeah,
So,
true story.
but that's kind of reason you don't want to lead or dunk bet often, just because you put yourself in pretty bad position.
What do you mean donk bet? What does that mean exactly?
You laid out against the initial raiser on pre-flop,
Okay.
because when you bet, you're just never gonna find out where you're at, and sometimes you're gonna make all the worst hand fold. You can't get the value. You're almost gonna risk yourself.
Okay, so what you're saying is you want the
You want all.
the initial raiser to bet most of the time.
Most of the time. I'll say like a lot of times.
Okay.
What brand of cards were used in KGB's game?
All right. Let's see.
Kim,
What brand of
Opal.
cards was used in KGB's game?
I started my poker with bicycle card, so
Bicycle card? I
I'll
think
pick-
everyone did.
I'll pick B just
Kim?
because I did it.
Bicycle or Copag. Now I know the answer to this one. This one is a detail that I did not go overlook. We're going to start a poll, see what our chat knowledge of rounders is. What brand of cards was used in KGB's game? Is it A, Kim, B, Bicycle, or C, Copag? 2 minutes to answer the question here. 2 minutes. I think I know the answer to this one now.
Sean with pretty good hand. Sean is winning a lot of pot. So he's in a fire. He's on a fire,
He's on fire, and it looks like he's using it to his advantage here.
which is very good strategy.
Good strat.
And we have. Oh, Sean didn't bet. Sean limp.
Limp call with ace
Jeff
10 off.
call $30, and we. Sean is in. Tanking
T-shirt giveaway, Clive, is a good idea.
call.
Lucy, we're going to give the answer away in about 1 minute. We still got our poll going. 2 more minutes for the chat to answer. Mouthy says Kim. Mouthy, click the poll. Miss Mouthy, click the poll and click on your answer. I think I spelled Kim wrong too in the poll. Did I put K-I-M or K-E-M? You can't see it yet.
Oh, I can't see who's poll here. Yep, you can answer it here on the chat. You can't allow cheating. People will cheat your answer. Chat.
3 ways to a turn here. Ace, Queen, 6, 5.
I go down diamond, putting double flush draw. Sean is leading with the top pair.
Top pair versus Jeff's middle pair. And Jack 8 for Joe. Not sure what he's trying to do here.
Big
Probably
size
looking
bet.
for a reason to fold.
That was big bet. I'm surprised that Jeff called. It was over More than pot size bet.
Lucy says, "Come on, Joe, bring home the bacon."
He's gonna show his
He is playing
ace.
kind of solid. Shows the ace, and we'll take the pot here after it goes check, check.
Yeah, it was a big bet.
So profesh. Miss Mouthy, thank you very much. Poll has ended, guys. Let's see how smart chat is. One answer for Kim. That's going to be my answer too. Clive, what is the correct answer? Is it Kim, bicycle, or Copag?
Lucy says, thanks. Cheer to my husband Joe. Bring home the bacon.
Bring home the bacon.
So I see two Joes here.
I think we're talking about Joe, who,
Feeling some kind of way?
considering... Oh, wait, I could be wrong.
That's my strategy.
I could be wrong.
Tell the bartender to keep bringing.
Throughout the movie, almost every casino and game used bicycle. But at KGB's, it was Kim. Knew it. Nailed it. That's 2 for 12 now.
Miss Mowdy nailed it too.
Miss Mouthy got it right also. 2 for 10. Yes, Miss Mouthy says.
Someone took your ass to the karaoke?
No, not yet. I gotta get my second.
Joe Kilgore. That's Joe K in the 10 seat.
By the way, karaoke place tonight.
Chat
Well, let's
open
go,
here.
Joe. Bring home the bacon. You're going to be
Sean
in the
15.
doghouse if you don't.
Joe with 6-3 suited. And Jeff also called with 4-5 offsuit. Noah 3-bet to 7 deuce.
Oh
I
my
like
God.
It.
They are
Yes.
still playing 7 deuce.
I think so.
$10 per
Noah
player.
Definitely gonna take it down here a lot of times. He's not played a hand for a while, so everybody will give him a credit, and he'll show the 7 deuce.
And he's going to get $10 from everyone involved. 1.
And a dead money in the pot.
Oh, yeah. So far, 2 people paid up. 3 people. 4 people. 5. 6.
Yes.
An extra 7.
7.
An extra 70 bucks.
Everyone is playing 7 deuce. Literally.
I like this game. But see, when I make that raise, 5 callers. Ace, king, queen on the flop. Oh,
True story.
man. Now
too.
what? Now what?
Try to make it like big, as big as possible.
That's
To
what she
get to
said.
multi-ways every time.
I'll tell you guys one thing right now. I ain't
Playing some big pot every time.
If you're just tuning into us now, we're playing 1-3 No Limit Holdem here at Prime Social,
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Anybody can get in these games. For details, download Poker Atlas on your Android or Apple device, and you will be hooked up and get on the list.
Chad is picking up pretty good hand.
Ooh, big slick for Chad.
Hey, I like this. Joe had an ace jack offsuit. He
He's
might
gonna 3-bet. Wow.
Very small. I personally don't like it. Just because you're gonna still invite everybody.
Yeah, it's a little bit aggressive for Ace Jack in early position to 3-bet there.
Yeah, and ace jack is not really playing against all this 3-bet range.
every time someone raises for now, I
We're
think
seeing
they have 7
the 3-ways.
Amarella says, is that a cell phone on the table?
Yes.
What are we looking at? I see a couple cell phones on the rails.
7 deuces of one, you know.
On the table, I don't see one.
Joe.
It is allowed to have cell phones on the table. It is a 30-minute delay, so no player at the table can see any of the hole cards. However, they can see themselves play 30 minutes in the past, and they can listen to our expert commentary. I've got Sung, one of the best players here in Houston, helping me out here. I know a little bit about poker. Sung here knows way more than I do. We've got 2 pair 6s and queens. Going to
Joe
take the
took
pot.
it down against 2 better hands.
I want to see
This-
if we can get a win rate stat to check every player's win rate at the table.
I don't know. I don't think that's really necessary just because you're probably gonna win a lot of blinds game that's not really
Does it really count?
count.
I hear you.
So, but yeah, like that's why if Joe made it bigger 3-bet, like the other Joe might fold it his 6-7. decades. So that's the kind of thing when you want a 3-bet, you kind of want to bet a little bigger.
Duly noted. If I'm 3-betting, make it big. Make it count. What's the worst hand you've ever 3-bet with, son? If you can remember.
I would say deuce 7.
Deuce 7?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Mine would probably be, well, like I said, I was going all in the other day, so 4 or 5 off for me.
Well, that's not a bad hand though.
It's not horrible. I mean,
Still connected. I mean, it
That's
will
about
depend. But still 5 high.
5 high. Hey,
You still want
a
to hit
pair
a
of
lot
5s will beat
cards.
Ace King all day long.
True story. Just like 6-7 did to Ace King right now.
Yep. You see Justin in there doing the action tracking. It's pretty horrible. I agree. Miss Mouthy, brutally honest, thank you very much.
I see a couple players are absent. Actions keep going. Joe limp with Queen 9 offsuit here. Ooh, we have some pretty hand from Noah.
That
Ace
does look
King
pretty.
suited,
In the cutoff.
20. And I don't think Joe wants to fold for 20.
Queen 9, 2 live cards, 2
Call.
flush draws.
Single flop.
They do say a pair of balls beats everything. Miss Mouthy, I was just saying that earlier. Justin, read your PM. Hammer is not here tonight.
Noah makes a half-size C-bet. It's a pretty wet board. Joe wants to call with his middle pair with the bottom straight in. Ooh. Noah with the top 2 pair, but deck give one line straight.
So we've got 2
And a
pair
double
versus
flush draw.
queen.
You see if Joe trying to make another bluff here. He probably knows it's not good.
Now, if
Here.
Joe raises, what kind of hands is he representing? It looks like he's grabbing
Jack.
raising chips. Nope, just a
Straight
call.
with- Oh. Ooh.
And that's going to take it.
It's game 1. As he shoot. Kind of chilly.
It is getting a little cooler.
I remember that live stream table is always cold too.
Oh,
So
and
if you
right over
wanna
here.
Come play. Make sure you bring your jacket.
And if not, we have some for you. Very beautiful Prime Social zip-up jackets.
Yep.
We'll have new ones printed for the summer series, although it's not really cold in the summer. But if you need a jacket, we'll have one for you.
You're still gonna need it here in Prime, because they're always gonna have a good AC for you guys.
It looks like we got a few seats opening up here, so if you do want to play, come on out.
We have 10, 9 deuce 4. Sean with the mystery hand.
Mystery hands are always fun.
It's always fun.
Let's see if
Joe-
we can try and guess what he has here. Let's see what he's going to do.
Joe with the 2 over at the gut shot.
Raises to 60.
Check. Has the best hand with the middle pair. But we don't know what Sean has, so
Not
Chet might
quite.
not have a best hand. Maybe Joe doesn't want to fold. Joe,
Maybe he has
call.
queen, jack of spades, or like a jack, 8 of spades, something like
Yeah,
that.
he can still draw into the nut, so
Could be.
and Sean still can have a lot of bluff. Oh, Wonder what kind of plan Joe is making right now. Your club is pretty great card.
Yeah, save card for Sean if he has anything at all.
Sean raise it, check raise on the flop. He should fire a gain turn most of the time.
That
Kind of hurt.
that completely bricked Joe.
And Sean is just grabbing the chips right away. Looks like it's really betting. Joe
Clive,
just
thanks
let
very
it.
much for sticking around with us and giving those great trivia questions. We really had a good time with you here, bud.
Thank you so much, Clive. We enjoyed your all questions. I learned a lot of them today.
Yeah, I learned a little bit of movie trivia today, so we will see you next time.
And a poker history.
And if you're ever here in Prime Social, mention my name and we'll take care of you, bud. Real lax game. No real big pressure to buy in for thousands of dollars. All you need is $100 to come play here at Prime. That's our min buy-in for our 1-3 games. You might even meet somebody you know. We've had a couple of big names come in here.
Oh, yeah. Well, like last series, there are a bunch of pros here too.
Yeah.
It was very fun to watch those big pros playing.
Well, being a pro yourself, tell me what defines a pro poker player? If I win enough money in a cash game tonight and I can pay an electric bill, does that make me a pro?
It's a very good question. I never call myself as a pro. I actually asked a lot of my friends about the same question.
Yeah.
I think it can be like half and half. If you play for living, yes, or if you play and just consistently winning and making big profits, can be considered as a pro.
There you go.
I don't think there's a right answer for that. I mean, if there is one, I want to know too. So please,
I guess it's all
Tell me.
perspective then.
yeah, I really think
If you've
so.
got an idea in chat, what makes a pro? Let us know. Type it in there. JJ86 says, "Good evening, guys. What's the max buy-in for this game?" JJ, the max buy-in for our 1-3 games is 1,000, minimum 100. But if that's not big enough for you, on Fridays we do a 5-10 live stream where there is no max. All you need to bring is a $1,000 minimum, and you can buy in for whatever you like.
That's true.
2 kings versus 3 queens here. D1's got 2 outs,
It's bad for E1. He
but he's smartly
Really?
checking it down.
doesn't have much money left behind in hold, and Sean just put him all in. And it sucks, but for E1, probably cannot fold. I wonder what's the river.
Yeah, it would be a tough
He's
fold.
tanking, but
It
he's
looks
not
like it's
snap
a
calling.
7 of clubs, if I'm not mistaken.
Just trying to figure it out. It's not diamond. It definitely has missed flush draw. Pocket king is a very, very strong hand. And calls. This is bad news.
Last time someone said they would take care of me, he left town immediately, and you said today at 10:49 p.m. there's an IRS. What does that mean? Revenue Service? The IRS has to swear to your, quote, pro question. A pro player that supports himself financially playing poker. So 100% paying bills with poker.
Oh, we have a
And that
DJ
came up in the case
chat
of
too.
Hashman.
What's up, DJ?
DJ Vegas, Jimmy, Sung, great job. See you guys soon, DJ. Man, I love it when you come to Houston. It's always fun working with you, brother.
True. And he's one of the best forum director.
One of the
If you guys
best in
come here-
America. I want to say the world.
Probably true. I haven't really experienced it that much, but I can tell.
Yeah, I've never really
I've
been
been-
outside the country either, but
I've been traveling playing some poker tournaments in the United States. He's definitely the best.
nice. You as well. Thank you, DJ. Man, I wish I could get some subs here.
So pro is a player that supports himself financially by playing poker. I think that's probably a pretty good answer.
It's a good answer.
Yeah, covers like full theory.
There's a big laydown for $3.
Live says RS considers you a pro player if the majority of your income comes from playing poker. So meaning as long as you make more money, you won't be pro.
Or you could just not. Well, how would they know how much you're really making unless you were
Oh,
one
you-
of the honest few and just reported everything?
In poker, true.
Yeah.
But if you happen to just make too much money, you gotta have to report it.
DJ Vegas says we still need to go to the taco place Zachos.
Zachos. We
I
all
think
love
you mean
tacos.
Torchy's. Torchy's Tacos. But hey, if you know a taco place named Zachos, man, I am down.
I love tacos.
You know what, DJ? I satisfied my Torchy's Jones not long after you left, and I got it DoorDashed here. It wasn't that great. I think they're better if you actually go to the restaurant and eat because they're nice and fresh. You know, when I got them, they were kind of cold because I was the last delivery in the dude's line. It was,
I actually also Prime has a pretty good tacos.
Prime has the best street tacos. Chicken, onion, cilantro, and queso fresco. My favorite kind of queso.
I haven't tried it for myself, but I got all the players telling me that Prime has good tacos, so I'll look for my chance to take one.
Clive says there's a rationale for declaring yourself a pro. Clive, can you do my taxes next year, man? You seem to know a lot about finances here. I did mine this year. Well, I did them. Oh, I say I did them. TurboTax did them. But I must have missed something because I think I could have got a lot more back than I did. Oh, you can write anything off as expense. Everything is deductible. Most deaf.
And 6 suited goes to play the hand. He decided to limp. And Joe with ace 4 suited.
Yeah, players are starting to
pretty
loosen
hand.
up a little bit here. 2.5 hours into this 1-3 no limit game.
Camelot 9-5 suited. Oh. Sean has been fired. He's been just
Did I write off
winning
Heifer International? No, I didn't. I forgot. Wow. Well, I can always do it next year, I suppose. Can you do that? I donate
Probably not.
$30 a month to Heifer International, which is a charity, and not advertising for them. They didn't pay me to say this or anything, but it's a charity who gives, needy families overseas food. And I totally was going to write it off on my taxes and forgot. Dang it. That would've been maybe an extra 120
here. With Joe calls with ace 4 suited.
Ooh. This could be action. 2 9s versus
And
ace 4.
Sean wants to play more pots.
Bentley says, why does it Prime get more PLO action? We are getting some PLO action. We got a promotion right now. PLO is free from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then only $6 an hour after 3 p.m. So if you're not playing Omaha here, you're paying way too much an hour to play it, and you're not getting the correct action.
When I walked in, I saw like pretty good PLO table going.
Yeah, we had a full ring PLO game here today.
Big
It started
money
at
on the
about
table.
4 o'clock, yeah.
A lot of money on the table and a lot of actions. I was seeing people just putting all the money on the table, so I was like, oh, sounds fun.
Oh, bomb pots are my favorite. I love having 2 boards and 4 cards in my hand. I either always go broke or win a big pot.
True story.
And we said earlier, when you're winning
I
at
think they're
poker,
doing
it's
the
fun.
double bull bomb pie here. Every deal will change as well.
Yep. Every 30 minutes. My favorite part of the game.
Yeah,
Bomb
it
pot,
is
yay.
sick value. And just like we said, they're playing double bull bomb pot every deal will change, which is every 30 minutes, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see a lot of good actions.
That is an excellent rate. Clive with one final trivia question. All right, fire away, Clive. We're going to see if chat knows this one, too.
Not sure how action went, but looks like Joe made a straight, which is a nut on the river. And looks like Sean's trying to bluff here with his pair jack.
I wish bomb pots took off more outside of Texas. Were bomb pots created in Texas?
I don't think so. Actually, as I know, I think it started from the live at the bike, or playing the bomb pot. But I think double bowl bomb pot may be started from somewhere in Austin, I believe. But not sure.
Not sure.
But I've seen it. The first time when I saw the double bowl bomb pot was from Austin, but actual like just regular bomb pot was from I heard from the live at the bike.
That's very interesting. I think he meant Chacho's tacos. Now, Lucy, I do like Chacho's, but that's more of a, end of the night, I need to sober up taco. They're really greasy. Don't think enough people knew about the PLO promo. Well, if you don't know, I'll say it once again. $6 an hour after 3 p.m. Anytime before 3, it is free. So if you're not playing Omaha here, you're paying way too much for it. Broadcast that ish. Well, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but once again, $6 an hour after 3, free before. Out of places I've played, that's where it goes.
A new follower.
Almost every game. I've seen a table where it was nothing but bomb pots.
Yeah, during the series we had a big, I think it was $100 or $200 every hand. They're playing double bowl bomb pot every hand. You're not playing regular poker. It was bomb pot table, and they're putting $200 every hand. And I see literally 3 people shove all in every hand. That was a lot of money on the table.
Yes. TW Lefty, thanks for the follow. And he says, what? What? Yes, we're not joking. Bomb pots every hand.
That was a sick game. Everybody was enjoying it and reloading. And it was a crazy game.
The trick is knowing which board your opponent's playing. I was in a bomb pot hand earlier. I had ace-9, and both boards had flop straights, but I had a pair on both boards. I was thinking, this guy goes all in behind me, and I'm thinking, if he did flop a straight, then he's got no way to beat me on the other board. Sure. I folded anyway like a little girl, and he shows the jack-10 for a flop straight, and then my little aces would have held up on the bottom.
Oh. It sucks. But it also, there's so much variance.
So much. Yeah, bomb pots can go south really fast.
Very fast. You can win a big pot, you can lose the big money, but you're going to see a big action.
Big action. Bentley, you are correct. Our PLO rates are better than 52. 52 we consider a 4-letter word around here.
True story.
But we are better than them. So if you want to play PLO, come on down. As if you were running down the aisle at Price is Right. Just come on down. Play some Omaha. 4-card fun.
And probably in Houston right now, Prime is the only
Wowza.
place hosting the live streaming game. I know.
And we are going to do a live stream Omaha game.
That'll be fun. I think they started from like the big PLO game here during the series. They were playing 50-100, I believe.
Holy moly. What do you need to buy into that game? 10 grand? At least?
10 grand is only 100 bigs. So you might actually want to buy it deeper.
Maybe 20.
But
Wow.
you can still buy it for like smaller stack and play.
Man.
The game is too big for me, and I'm not a PLO player.
Yeah.
But I've seen people. I think the game lasted over 30 hours. I believe.
Wow.
So I played the
Man.
tournament. I went home. I came back, and I saw the same players playing it. So I'm sure I was right. I'm right.
Sometimes that can just blow my mind. Where these guys, I guess they've been either playing poker for a while or they just came up on some money. They just
True.
are able to buy in 20 G's, no problem.
Yes, it is a good deal, and they're inviting more players, and just more action. It's just a great place to play poker. So if you haven't been here, just come at the door and look for Jimmy Chip, and he's gonna get you membership fee waived.
I'm gonna hook you up.
We have Joe with 7 deuce. Lim. I would definitely raise when they're playing 7 deuce.
Yeah. If you want to win with that, I think you got to get aggressive. Maybe he's just trying to flop a crazy 2-pair.
Or maybe he's trying to like limb squeeze 3-bet here with 7 deuce.
Mm-hmm.
No, he actually want to win the post flop with the hand.
Okay. All right. Maybe he's got a plan figured out.
Well,
See
he
what
has
happens.
more equity than Sean right now because Joe has the same hand as Sean.
Yep.
And Sean has a middle pair with the flush draw.
Eight, Jack 3 with 2 clubs.
It's a very good hand.
Very good hand. Sean with a pair and a club draw.
Probably you
Joe
can,
with just a pair.
take it down here. Nobody really has anything except for Joe has the same hand. So if Joe calls here, Sean is literally just free rolling.
But he does not know it.
True. Joe wants to call. Joe can only chop here. He cannot win. And he goes check, check. And Joe just let it go. Now we have a $6 straddle from Remrock. While we're waiting for the graphic updated.
Yes, that is from the last hand.
Everyone is pretty dead. Except for Joe, everyone is over 100 bigs. And we have a couple players more than 400 big blinds. Tone win, I'll be back to play soon. Yes.
All right,
You're back.
Tone.
Come to Prime.
We are looking forward to having you.
You want more action? This is it. Sean raised $20. He thought he took it down, he showed the ace. But actually Jeff called 20. I don't know if Jeff actually saw the hand.
Clive, did we miss your question? Did we miss Clive's question? He says he'll give us the answer next time. Fire away with that question one more time, Clive. Let me try to answer it for you before you go.
Oh. Sean bet and Jeff called. Not sure if Jeff knows what Sean has since Sean shifted over ace.
Uh-oh.
Jeff just got into the top pair from the flush shot with 2 overs. He just
Makes
fill
the
up the
straight.
straight.
Makes the straight.
Complete the straight. Oh, there you go.
What is a mathematician's favorite poker club?
Ooh, Sean wants to
I like
bluff
this.
here. I don't see Jeff folding here. He literally only loses to King 10. She also bluffs. And
What is a magic raise? Give me a second to think on that, Clive.
Yeah, I think they're talking about what happened.
Just play cards, guys. It's over with. It's over with. Move on to the next hand. Move on to the next hand.
You said prime. The answer is prime.
Prime, of course. How did I not see that? Here I am trying to think of something clever. I thought it was a cool joke, but it's an even cooler answer. Prime, of course.
That's what happened. Sean raised and Jeff called, and Sean thought everybody folded. He flipped over and throw into the mob. So dealer flip it back and give it to him. And they play the pot, and Jeff won. That's what happened.
Everybody knows here. Everybody knows that you slam the shit out of me.
A little bit of advertising for you. Thank you, Clive.
Clive's in there with the shameless plug. We love it. If you were on Twitch, I would gift you 4 gift subs. Clive, make you a Twitch account. You can watch us for free.
Well, we cannot really hear the table talk, so can't give you much detail of. I'm kind of wondering too. But action's over.
Yep.
We're playing the next hand, so waiting for the card to get reset, I guess. All right.
Well,
They're
looks like
trying
we're
to
having
put it
some
back. Yep.
technical difficulties here. Don't think we're going to see graphics for this hand, so let's try to just guess what they have. Oh, that's going to be really hard for me to do. I'm not good at this at all.
Jeff Lim. Oh, now. All right. I'm gonna guess Jeff might lim with Jack 9.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
And yep, Ramrod changed the seat and pick up some pretty hand. Raise there.
Yeah, Ramrod now in the 2 seat with Ace Queen versus King Jack to the flop.
And Joe just outflop him with the top pair, King Kicker. And Ramrod just check back. And I'm pretty sure Joe's gonna just bet here. Did bet. And Ramrod call with 2 overs. Bet is kind of small, so I don't hate the calling 2 over. Betting 75. And Ramrod knows that he has to fold.
Bentley says, in my opinion, in your opinion, who are the top 5 Omaha players in Houston? Wow, that's a good question.
There's a lot of good PLO players.
A lot of very good PLO players.
It's hard to pick 5.
Yes. And we might not know all the same poker players, so my 5 might be completely different than your 5.
True story. And also, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yes. So we're going to say we're
I'll
all
take my
great
5th.
Omaha players.
I'll take my 5th.
All Omaha players are great players. Great gambling players.
And Joe took it down. Ramrod correctly fold here.
Name 10 then. Jeez. If we couldn't name 5, how are we going to name 10? Whoever the 9 players at our Omaha game today are the best 9 players of Omaha in Houston.
True story.
Because they were paying the smartest, lowest price and getting the most action, the most bang for their buck.
Oh, okay, that's a straddle. Looks like the straddle. And Chet made a call with a6 offsuit. I think like pretty much everybody's playing a lot of pots equally. That's true, Bentley. I don't want to hurt anybody's feeling, and also it's kind of hard. Not a PLO player. There's not a lot of PLO players, but it's so hard to tell.
Yeah. You know, a person's skill in poker is all subjective too. I'm sure everybody thinks they're the best poker player.
That's why I can't hurt anybody's feelings.
That's, you know what I mean? When I'm sitting at the table, I'm like, I could beat all these fools.
And most of them are like my friends too, so can't be judged. All right, Chad had a top 2,
Chad,
and
ace six.
Sean called with the backdoor flush draw, out of position. That's very interesting. And Joe called with top pair with 9 kicker. Doesn't know he's just got outflopped it.
No help to anybody with the Jack of Hearts on the turn.
And Chad keep one of fire. Is still very safe turn, knowing that nobody raised the pre-flop.
A new follower.
Snap fold.
Hard to fold the top pair in this spot. With the only third pot bet size. Made a call, and he didn't improve, but he still has top pair. And Chad definitely needs to go for value here. But there's 5-7 got there.
That's
That's a straight.
$75. I'm not
Get
sure if
max
he could
value
put him
for
on a
it.
5-7 here. He would have had to call all the way down,
Yep.
and he takes it.
what?
Nice.
Top 2 pair.
Nice.
We have a couple people more than 400 big blind.
3
Chad
people
has a-
over 1,000. Wow.
It's a pretty good game. Consider it's a 1-3.
Yeah. I swear, our 1-3 games, sometimes they play like a 2-5 or a 5-10 sometimes.
True
Everyone
story.
buys in deep, and the min raise pre-flop is $25, $30.
I remember I was only playing here when I first learned and played it here, playing 1-3, buying for very deep, 1,000 plus. And when I first made, I made a first trip to Vegas, and there was no seat for 1-3, and decided to play 2-5. And they're saying I can only buy it for 1,000. I was like, what?
Why?
What do you mean? Like, we allowed to buy in bigger in 1-3 here?
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know. And now I know it's like every state and every city has a different, you know.
They have their limit. Yeah.
Right.
Everyone has their limit.
That's kind of like here.
Our rule is set in place to protect the average Joe who just wants to come in and have a good time. We don't want a pro to come in here in a 1-3 game buy-in for $5K when all, I have is $100 to have fun with.
There's all these Texans and Houston people. They're tough.
They're tough.
They wanna-
We love to
they
gamble.
They want to fight. They're not giving up, which makes Houston poker even greater.
Yes, there's a lot of competition.
Ooh, Deuces never loses here.
Connor making a mess of everything.
Alright, we are missing some action tracker here with the mystery hint. Ooh, Jeff has 7 deuce and Noah has a pocket kings. Risk to 35. Not a big size. Might scare some players. Guess everybody wants to play. two mystery hand with Sean and Joe. Ooh. They might fire some action. No, I bet 100. 3 people. It's a pretty good size. And Sean Hall and Joe has a top pair. We don't know what Sean has. There's a flush out there, a straight draw out there, flush draw out there, a straight draw out there. And Jeff cannot continue with 7 deuce offsuit here. Putting pair the board on the turn with the double flush draw. Only problem here is, you know what? I think Noah might have a more than what we're seeing here. His deck size. That's again double barrel into 2 people, which is pretty scary to turn. For 150. And we're seeing raise there. That was a snap raise as well. Sean raised to 400. Joe made a correct fall. And Noah goes all in. I think Sean has a 9.
Can I get a brush?
Yeah, we saw the river just not updating on the action tracker. And Noah just lost a big pot with pocket kings. And Sean just won the huge pot with, looks like king 9. I see, it shouldn't be right.
Brush, five.
King, so it looks like Sean had a king 9. And the river shouldn't be king, then Noah would have lost. So I'm sure.
No way he would have folded that.
No, they only got it on the turn.
Oh, okay.
And Noah sees the river and muck it, so I'm sure it wasn't the king. I think it was like some 6 or 7. Couldn't see it. But I definitely see.
And the
Sean
rich
had a
get
king.
richer. Sean dragging another big pot.
Yep, just drilled a 9 and a 9 against the pocket kings. That's pretty good feeling.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, nope, I don't need to play next hand yet.
Left hand, sir.
It's on you, it's on you.
Oh, yep. Since he was back on time, we gave him back his card.
Not seeing any graphics for this hand.
He was on the 6 last.
Just thinking here. And
Maybe considering
I
a
believe Noah
raise.
just reloaded. Not sure how much he's playing right now.
I think Sean is racking his chips up to leave. I saw him selling white chips to the rest of the table. Which isn't the best news for everyone else, because he's taking a lot of money off the table.
Oh, we're
But
gonna see
probably
some
happy for him.
action here. Joe has a nut straight.
Oh
Joe had
my.
a bottom straight.
2 players flop
So
a
this is
straight.
second
Joe versus
nut.
Joe again.
Jeff has a top pair with a backdoor flush draw.
Well, I don't know if he's going to be able to see a turn with this hand.
True. If Joe raises,
If Joe raises,
I'll be interesting. I'll
And
be
he
very interested
does
to see
raise.
how Joe plays this hand with flopping the nut.
yeah, Kilgore makes a very
He
small
wants to
raise.
Make sure he has a nut here, and he does. And he actually holding the ace of spades, so he knows nobody's really flushing here.
Great blocker to have, the ace of spades.
Joe goes 3 bet here on the flop. Should they get it in?
All in and
The
a
flop.
call.
Joe can only chop this hand.
And he does not. He's going to win it all.
He's gonna win it all.
It's a full double up.
He needed ace to chop.
Yep.
Bad news, Joe. It sucks when you have a flop the straight and facing the bigger straight.
That is a cooler hand.
That's a big bullet.
Bentley says that's a cooler. Definite. I think that's the first real big cooler we've had tonight. Lucy, thank you for the follow. We missed you. 64172 Lucy, thanks again for the follow.
You'll see Sean has so many chips that he's still organizing.
He's got over 2K there.
You're right.
Yep.
And now Joe has a pretty big stack too. Just doubled up through another Joe.
That's got to feel good.
They've been battling.
And was that just a tip to the dealer?
Yes.
Holy moly. What a generous guy.
Oh, there was a UFC tonight. That was a big fight, Miocic versus
Yep.
Gunner.
Battle Red Raider says UFC done. Poker time.
Don't tell me the result. I want to watch it at home.
Yes, no spoilers on the UFC fight.
Do not spoil it.
Kim Hua says, all right, Hua.
All right.
GG's.
Oh, so she must be a fan of Joe.
We got 2 Joe fans out there, one for each of them.
One for each. Fair fight.
Quite a big
Oh,
tip. That is a nice, very
Sean
generous tip.
just laughed. So
It is a very generous tip. Of at least $75. I saw some green in there. At
What
least
a
Miss
big
Mouthy,
tip,
that was at
isn't
least $75.
yeah, it is.
I saw green, there was a bunch of red, and there's at least a stack of white.
Somebody get that man a drink.
Get that man a drink.
Well, we see here he left, which means he left 30 minutes ago.
Some people would call that a hit and run. But we're not going to say that's what it was because he was been playing here since the beginning. 3 hours. Everyone has their own sesh times. What's the average tip like for a dealer when you come to go to America playing poker?
It really depends.
It really depends on the person.
Yeah.
Some people will tip $1 a hand every time. Some people will just tip whatever they feel. Whatever chip is in their hand, they'll just tip it. His mouth says cash out tips are a lot larger, and that is true. When you know you're done playing, it's a lot easier to come off of that little big tip there.
But a lot of dealers work for the tips too. So
All the dealers work tips.
yes,
We do make an hourly rate, but tips are appreciated.
true.
Stealth face, that's
Taking
okay.
its own sheer route, right?
My English sucks also. If it's spelled right, I can barely read it, and if it's spelled wrong, I read it worse, and then I'm not the best speller.
Don't worry, I'm here. My English worse than anybody, so I can be your buddy.
Where are you from, Stealth Face? Tell us where you're from. I'm going to guess Spain or Netherlands. Nice. Wow.
That's a good place.
Good place to live. I hear it's always cold there. What part of the Netherlands do you live in, north or south? Either way, I think it's always cold there. Which, you know, South Netherlands, so cold most of the time. I'm a fan of the cold weather. You know, during the freeze, I was kind of happy. You know, it sucked that the power was out, but
I was very happy because
I can
my
deal with
roommate
it.
cannot turn on the heater. They could not turn on the heater, and I was very, very happy.
oh, he likes to burn you up, huh? Just like England, a lot of rainy weather. We have a place like that in the States. It's called Washington State.
Washington State, Seattle.
Seattle, Washington. Very rainy over there.
Look at the table. We got 2 new players just came in.
It looks like Jose C and Conti
That's right, and
Ooh.
just pick up the ace king suited
right away. No
right
waiting.
away. And Joe has a pocket 9,
Wow.
all behind. Well, look, we're not. Looks like he's playing 180. I'm not sure if it's correct. Joe just outflopped everybody.
Oh, and
He has
Conti
a
goes
third,
all in.
and he was the 3rd place to the 1st place now. And Conti goes all in. Joe flats, and another Joe behind.
Wow.
Raising to isolate. the
Holy
all-in
moly.
player.
He put 3 black chips in, maybe more. It looks like 4 from here.
5. Says 500. Ooh, and Joe goes all in.
Oh, my.
Oh well, I guess that's kind of reasonable. Not sure this is stack size, but once he call
Yeah.
130, he can't fold
Yeah.
for another 150. But this is the bad news. He needs a lot of help here. Looks like there's a break, turn, and river.
Yep. Two little bitty cards. Okay,
Looks
I
like
don't
Joe
think.
is just
Doesn't want to turn over his hand.
another big pot.
There's the bad news. Joe H is going to win this hand.
Joe just scooped the 3-way all-in pot. Very nice pot.
What is poker action like in the Netherlands? Stealthface says only 1 license for casino and the government owns it. So there's like cheeky home games. Stepmom works for Shell and goes to the hangar 4 times a year.
Sounds like you gotta come to Texas. To
Yeah,
play
looks
some
like you
poker.
need to get some real poker action over here. We are not government controlled.
I can't guarantee you're not gonna see a chicky game here.
What define cheeky? What makes a game cheeky?
That's,
sizes?
That's a pretty good question.
Yeah.
I guess it depends. Hammer and I were making some joke about depends last night.
Not allowed to have own games. Well, y'all got a strict government over there. Well, I guess we have one too, because not all states allow gambling. Texas is one of those states. But we aren't breaking the law here. We don't do things that make our poker illegal. We charge a membership fee. So everyone who's in the building is a private member of Prime Social,
That's true. And the
allowing
game has
us.
no rate.
The game has no rake, and that is also what keeps us legal in the eyes of the law. So all the money on the table will stay on the table. And if you've played our games or any game like that before, no rake is great because the money stays on the table. You can get unstuck after hours of play. Whereas in a rake game, after hours, all the money just seems to disappear.
Yes. And he's asking the fees.
What's the fees? So, Stealthface, if you're not a member, just come in, mention my name, Jimmy Chips. We'll get your membership waived. And it's only $12 an hour for the month of March. And free up until 3 p.m. Every time after that, $12 an hour. For Omaha, $6 an hour. Hammer says, and I'm going to do it the way you would, are we going to raid tonight? I'm sure we can find someone who's on to give a host and a raid to. So if you're a streamer and watching this, get on your stream. It might be you. We'll send all of our viewers your way and support you for supporting us. And we are winding down the commentary portion of our live stream tonight. We got another 30 minutes to go. But the game will not stop. There will still be a game going. You just won't see whole cards, and you won't have us here to commentate.
Nope. Joe's just making everybody leave. Just took everybody's chip and building his empire. All castles with chips. That's best feeling.
But Scooby, what about the ghost? Says Miss Mouthy. Wrong reference, Miss Mouthy. The commercial we're referring to may be before your time. And actually, fun fact, Justin Hammer does a weird impression of it too. He goes, "Raid." Although the roaches in the commercial didn't put that kind of it. They were just like, "Raid." Boom, and then they blow up. So it's more, I think I remember it more high pitched than the little scruffy 1000% Scooby-Doo. I don't think so. It was identical. Good one, Shaggy. Raggy. $12 isn't that much if you think about it. An hour on average, 10% cap. They'll take $2.50 an hour. Boy, you are correct.
Very correct. And also, if you play PLO, it's only $6.
Only
even
$6.
$12.
Yeah.
So you're getting 50% off on PLO games.
How dare you? Oh, I'm sorry to break Hammer. I'm sorry to break your heart, man. I know your impressions are usually on point, but that one, I gotta say, I have a very acute hearing for sound.
Looks like we have a new player. Oh, Cantu is just bad.
Stealthface, we
with
hope to
money.
see you. Like to come to play? We hope we can see you in here soon.
We're playing 1-3 No Limit Holdem at Prime Social in Houston, Texas.
Miss Mouthy, first warning, my impression is the best. Raid impression. And Hammer, next time you're in here, we're going to do a raid impression back to back, and then we're going to Google or YouTube the commercial to see who's his closest. Miss Mouthy needs that comparison right now. Stat. Raid. Roaches check in, but they don't check out.
Right, we might waiting for.
There's action every day and a hotel near. Yes, we are in the Galleria area. There are plenty of hotels around, and we have action every day here. We don't close until the last game breaks. In my opinion, what is the best weekday game time at Prime, if any? Well, that depends on your play style. The older folks likes to come in a little bit earlier. They play tighter. If you like gambling, come in a little bit later, about 1 or 2 o'clock, and you'll get with the gambling crew. And then by 6 or 7, it's all action.
Yes. And also, there's as a player's perspective, now Prime is offering free time, so you're not paying any money until 3 o'clock.
That is correct.
So there are more action going on in daytime because they know they play for free.
I sound like Scooby. You sound like Roach. What do roaches sound like? Not rude.
If you like gamblers, welcome to Texas.
Welcome to Texas. Plenty of gambling here.
Ooh, we have a big hand from Jeff here. Top pair with the king high flush draw. And Noah has a pair 8s with backdoor flush draw. He peels. It's the turn. Jeff fires again. Kind of lost the action here. But Noah pick up some more equity on the turn with the gut shot. And he missed. Seems like they went showdown on the river. That check call from Noah. And Jeff took it down. Pretty good pot. And if you want to try, come play Prime Social in Houston, Texas, they're gonna host a very very big tournament very soon. Last time they hosted it was $1 million prize pool. It was the biggest poker tournament in Texas history.
Tournament and prize pool. We had people lined up around the corner
True story.
to get in to
They
play
couldn't
this game.
get more players because of the COVID capacity problem.
Yes.
So now all the Texas restrictions gone. I'm sure there will be a lot more players. A lot more players.
I'm with you on that.
And you get to play over $1 million prize pool. Prime will guarantee $1 million prize pool, right?
$1 million.
$1 million.
$1 million.
I heard the buy-in is only like $1,100 too.
Wow. Gonna take a while, to be honest. Flight tickets aren't cheap. Brother, don't I know that?
Just gotta win. Alright, we might see some action this flop. Chad has enough flush draw with the gutter ball. Oh, I'm sorry, it's open-ender. And Kanti just... I lost the action, but Kanti has got shot with 2 overs. Now he improved to double gutter. And we have Joe with the mystery hand. No, break. Joe can win if he has a pair here. Because everyone missed their card. And can't be bad. He's representing 10-8. The blocker. He took it down. That's right, Justin. Flight tickets are free if you win. And even if the flight ticket is cheap, if you lose, it's gonna get expensive.
Play Oregon State to go to the Final Four. It's a pretty good league play. I'd say that's about as good as it gets. I don't know if they're gonna win. I don't know. That's a team of destiny, though. We're definitely gonna be favored. That's for sure.
And there always will be different games. The last series, there's a lot of Hold'em games, different stake, and different stake of PLO games. And on one table, they were playing every hand double boat bomb pot for $200. That was crazy game.
$200 a hand?
$200 a hand,
Wow.
and every hand they were playing double boat bomb pot. Like Justin Hammer said, everything will be free if you win. We have.
Yeah, you picked your 10, right? Is there an extra bonus, too?
Oh, I think we. Joe left, and we filled up with new player. He showed a Deuce 7. I think it's like all different players now, so they're not really playing Deuce 7 anymore.
Stealth Face needs a sugar mama. Yes, son.
We have Alex Optional in the chat again. He's a Twitch streamer, poker Twitch streamer.
You're a big blind, you owe $10.
Also come to Prime
He is a Twitch
every
streamer.
series.
He does come to Prime. He also works with us back here in the booth also sometimes. He helped us set up some of the audio equipment back here.
He's
Answered some
Great guy.
questions that we could not do.
and played some great poker.
He does play great poker.
We have Chad here racing with Ace-9 suited. And say with King Jack suited. call. Can't he call? We're seeing a bunch of all-ins. I don't believe it. But I will believe it. Kanti will put all his money eventually.
Well, we saw him going with Ace King High on one board. Is that right? King Jack all in?
No, nobody's
can't be
all in
right.
yet. Oh, we have a. Is it hurt? Okay. Looks kind of weird.
Can one of us read a dad joke for me? All right, Hammer. I tell you what. The only way to get a dad joke read, type in ! cheer, then type 100, all one word, and then type in your dad joke. ! cheer 100, and then your dad joke. And it'll be read in the most proper voice you have ever heard.
Like I said, Kanti put all his money in. Chad hit a top pair, top kicker with a nut flush draw and missed it all. On the turn, he still had a good pair with a good kicker. And he's facing all in here from Kanti. Might call you knowing that Kanti just blocked his first bullet. Should I decide to call? We'll give him a bad news.
Cheer! 100. Cheer! Oh my gosh, that's close. Okay, so don't type in ! All right, I said that wrong. Cheer 100, the number 100. I'll show you. Hold on, check this out. I'll show you. Boom. Unhealthy Kale just cheered 100. Thank you, Unhealthy Kale. Money, 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 money. Money. Or I guess our voice to text isn't working. It's supposed to read that to you. It's supposed to read, this is how you cheer. Producer Josh is on it. But you did close. You almost cheered. I'm pretty sure you were cheering at your computer. We just couldn't hear you.
Probably. Yeah, we were hearing like something from a different computer last night.
Oh, right.
Alright, we'll see. Few hands here.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money. How does Moses make his coffee? I know this one. How does Moses make his coffee? I think this is going to be dumb. I'm trying to figure it out.
It's silly already, I know.
With splitting. No, okay. All right, give it to me, Hammer. How does he make his coffee? I'm stumped. But I know it's going to be good. But you have to cheer the answer, too.
Yeah, already hearing he's laughing.
He brews it. Oh, my God. He brews it. Hilarious. That was actually the funniest dad joke I've heard in a while. We're close to a hype train.
That was a pretty good one, though.
We are close to the hype train. That was a pretty good one. All right, give us one more, Hammer. He brews it. How did I not figure that out? I was thinking like adding sugar or how he's stirring it. He brews, man. I did not think of that at all. Genius. My vision was him sticking the staff in a cup and stirring. I'm like, how can I put that into wordplay?
It's like I'm out of cheers.
You're out of cheers. Send back the Doge. Dang.
Dogecoin.
$1 and he's done. How much Doge can you buy with $1? You know, I haven't
Probably
checked
10,
the market at all
20.
today, and I'm usually on that stuff all the time. It's probably good, so that tomorrow when I look at it, I have a huge return.
Well, Bitcoin has pretty good run last couple of days.
Yeah, it's been going up. Not financial advice.
Hebrews it. Hebrews it. Yep, we already left about it. Just
That was a
got
good one.
us.
I was thinking
He gone.
staff stirring. But he gone. I want to take this time now to thank everybody who tuned in to us. We got about 10 more minutes of commentary left. We've been going for 3.5 hours. 1-3 No Limit Holdem live stream where anyone and anybody can play. You don't have to be famous. You don't even have to be rich. Just come on out. And we'll get you set up.
Have fun.
Come have
Win
fun.
some money. I think they're still gonna stream it though, just without the commentating. No, our stream will be in. Okay. My bad.
Oh, so we've just been told there's a correction. The stream will be over at midnight. But we'll be back next week on Friday with 5-10 No Limit Holdem and 1-3 the following day.
Yep. I'll probably jump in play next Friday. I got offered. Somebody say play Deuce 3 offsuit for the hand. I jumped in and stream was over like 30 minutes later. So I took a $3,000 loss in 1 hour. It was
Wow.
a pretty fun day.
Yikes. I cheers dad jokes.
Cheers, that joke.
Oh, and we don't just play Hold'em in Omaha here. We do have mixed games. We're getting that off every Tuesday. Live streaming mixed games every Tuesday.
It's coming up soon.
Myself might be in this game. Yours truly, Jimmy Chips.
Jimmy Chips.
My favorite mixed game is probably Stud 8 or better.
I like Badusi.
Oh, Badusi, yes. I thought you said Badoogie. That's my least
also
favorite game.
Badusi. I kind of love a split game. I'm still learning, but kind of make me fun.
Why did the coach yell at the vending machine?
It's gonna be something hilarious.
Let me think about this for a second. Why did the coach yell at the vending machine? Maybe it was something with tackling? Or dispensing? I'm stumped. Are you stumped, son? Producer Josh? All right, Justin, fire away. We don't know. Why did the coach yell at the vending machine? Miss Mouthy says Badoogie's her favorite game. Ugh, gross.
The Doogie is a fun game.
No, that takes too much commitment from me. But if you have a 3-card Doogie, you have to play to the end. Otherwise, you're a bad player. So, please, no Badoogie. He wanted his quarterback. Oh, yes. Good one. My joke for that is, why did the coach go to the bank to get his quarterback? Dang, why didn't I figure that out? Who still spread stud? Bentley 9090. We spread stud. Stud 8, Raz. We'll play Deuce to 7 Raz if you want to. We'll play Super Stud. What other stud games are there? I think that's it. I'm not just going to name drop every stud game. But we can play stud
That's the
here.
one we could play.
Womp womp from Miss Mouthy.
Yeah, that wasn't that good, Justin.
Got to step your
I
game
still
up.
like Hebrews.
Hebrew, that was a banger.
was a good one.
That was a banger joke. What days? I love stud. Bentley, we're going to try to get those off on Tuesdays. Show up Tuesdays around 3 p.m., 2 or 3 p.m. We'll get one going.
When did it start? When does it start? Next week? Or when does the mixed game live stream start?
This
This
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
That's in 4 days.
Wow.
3
That'd be
days.
fun.
I can't count.
I'm sure.
Bentley,
I
are
can't
you in
ever
Houston right now?
commentate
What side of town are you on, sir? We hope to see you here.
it. Just keep that notification on this channel so whenever it's live streaming on, you can see and come watch them playing all different types of games.
Ooh, that's going to be cool. Pearland, so you're not
Oh.
too far away.
We have a seat open for you.
Seat open, table 2.
Main table. We have a producer Josh here in the booth.
How we doing?
Yeah, how are you?
Great, great. Justin, I've got a little bit of a dad joke for you. Let me know in the chat when you're ready for it.
Justin, are you ready for that joke? Well, Miss Mauri said, let's hear it.
Yeah? All right, real quick before the dad joke, we are going to be doing a raid after the stream is over. So if everybody who's watching on our Twitch channel would be kind enough to stick around for a few moments and show some love to another fellow poker streamer, be much appreciated. All right, here we go, Justin. Why can't I take my dog to the duck pond anymore? Because he's purebred. Get it? Bred ducks. They eat the bread. My dog's purebred. All right, that's all I got for the night,
Thank you,
guys.
Josh.
I'm gonna give you back to the professionals here, guys.
I mean, that was good. When you bring bread to a duck pond, they do kind of swarm you.
We'll let
Definitely
Justin
better than that
judge.
second one. Definitely better than that second one. You told that one yesterday, producer Josh.
I didn't tell any jokes yesterday.
Oh.
Uh-oh. You are getting
Uh-oh.
called out. He says he told that one already.
I missed it. Missed it yesterday. Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Josh.
Jesus. Joke repeating is a felony. I agree. Let's call the laws over here. Get them over here.
We're almost getting to the last hand, and we're seeing some action.
We're getting close.
Joe with the mystery hand. Michael just picked up some big equity on the turn with the gotcha straight draw. With his flush draw. And Jeff has ace
Have
queen.
you no honor, producer Josh?
Repeating is a felony. I agree.
Tell that to Menstelia, Carlos Menstelia.
Ooh, that makes Jeff fold ace queen. Joe is tanking. Joe might have something here. Making fold. Nice pot.
Guys, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. We're rating Sticky Slug Poker. He's playing on ACR right now. Weekend Warrior on America's Card Room. Thanks for sticking around. Next stream this Tuesday for mixed games. starting at 7 p.m. If you're interested, call up here, get your name on the list, or just show up. And we'll get you taken care of. We'll probably be playing draw games, stud games,
Sounds
and
fun.
maybe a flop game. Who knows? But the game choice will be up to the players at that time. Thanks again, everybody, for sticking around. Have a good night.
Thank you,
We hope
guys.
to see you soon.
Have a good night.
For Sung, producer Josh, I am Jimmy Chips. Have a good night.
Good night.